With Casey's raw energy, we're ready for the fight. Agent Raiders and Tex rise to the call. MK3, Kratos and Joe, we're having a ball. From video games to wrestling, we cover it all. We're the kings of the screen under neon lights. Saturday Raw, igniting the nights. We're the crew so wild, we'll rise to the top. In the world of gaming, we'll never stop. In this chaos, we find our might. Rico's lost in the shadows, but we're alright. Discussing world news, no fear, no shame. With laughter and stories, doing the game. Throwing the madness as we break down the walls. We're the kings of the screen under neon lights. Saturday Raw, igniting the nights. We're the crew so wild, we'll rise to the top. In the world of gaming, we'll never stop. Join the madness as we break down the walls.
What up, guys? My name is Casey is Raw. Welcome to Saturday is Raw. I know there's one person who really didn't like that intro. Like I said before, I think that intro is metal like fuck. But what I'm gonna do is if you guys hold on, I'm trying to do some. If you guys want to, I'm gonna give you guys a vote. If you guys decide to, you want the old intro or you want the new intro, it's up to you guys. What I want to do, if you give me a second, I'm trying, like, for some reason, I'm trying to find, there we go. So, give me a second. Let me put in the poll. Which intro you want? Where the hell? There it is. New intro, old intro. Because I like the new one. So start poll now. So there it is. I know Turd Catcher really did not like that one. Bands like metal sounds like a free play song. I think it's badass if you ask me. But let's go ahead and say hi to everyone to the channel. We got a bunch, the biggest chat I ever seen for us. We got Costanza. You got TTSYF. You got Devious Dave Rose. We got Sandwich is Raw. Come on. For some reason, like hold on. I know it's kind of like I'm being well, all over the place right now. Sorry, just give me a second. Let's see who else we got. Tour Capture. Your new intro sucks. Put one. And then we got Kratos. Here, Kratos, what I'll do is I'll put the link. See, right, for some reason, my link to my Skype is not working well on my phone for some reason, but I'll put it right here. Kratos, I was meaning to send it to you. So, I was just trying to get it going. What the hell? Go to me, god damn it. I'm sorry, like I'm trying to focus doing a couple things. Fuck it, screw it. I'll get that going in a second. So sorry about that. So I like to bring up um, one of the biggest things is Rich from Review Tech is he deleted his channel. So one thing I want to show is 8-Bit Eric brought up where Rich Review Tech mocks suicide and tells fans to stop being a pussy. I watched that and it was disgusting what he said. I'm trying to get to the part. Well, pretty much he tells uh that he trying to go back. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Let me expand that up. So Review Tech says, no, I mean this one dude says, no, Review Tech says I'm here to share the terrible news that uh Rich from Review Tech has sadly passed away. Please keep his family in your thoughts and prayers. And then this dude right here says, dude, what the fuck? I just lost an online friend this way. What kind of psychopath jokes about suicide like that? And then Rich responds with saying that, so have I. Life is dark, grow set. And then he goes on right here, says, damn, dude, what happened to you? You turned to a complete tool. He lost his daughter, and he goes on, pretty much shaming Rich, where Rich deserves to be shamed because he's a piece of shit. Trying to fast forward a little bit. I just don't want to totally steal 8-Bit Eric's content. Here it is. He responds, says, I just don't give a fuck. Try not to be sensitive and learn not to be a pussy. Have a great day and go fuck yourself. This is how Rich views his fan. If you don't agree with him, he's going to pretty much tell you to go fuck yourself. Oh, we got Kratos here.
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Well, my car's in the shop, so I'm gonna get something off my mind.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, it might be an alternator problem.
What's up, Bam? Bam's telling me I need to stop being a pussy. We got the Apex Machine says, who farted will be Casey's new channel.
Wow.
And he's like, Casey, you getting winded just from showing a clip? No, I didn't get winded. And talking about Dave is here. What's up? Devious Dave Rose.
What's up, Devious One?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Right,
also, I was waiting until Casey, you were like, I don't know if I'm going to show the old intro. Then I'm like waiting. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait before I connect. And you got so derailed. I don't know what
I did. Okay, let's.
No, it's already too late for the intro. The intro should have happened 9 minutes ago. Also, Kratos.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I hear chirping?
Yeah, it's the smoke alarm once more, and I can't change the battery without the fucking fire department showing up as per fucking usual.
Great.
What's up, NES Wizard?
You're gonna blame the fire department?
No, it's a ring alarm system, and the smoke detector always goes off like this. And if I change the battery without telling Ring I'm changing the damn battery, they'll send the fire department out thinking it's this carbon monoxide problem.
I don't know. Maybe you thought about changing it before coming on the show, just so that.
Yeah, I should have. That's on me.
Well, Dave, do you know who this Rich from Review Tech is?
I have no idea who this guy is.
I know who he
Well,
is just because of my interactions with a gaming YouTuber I know.
well, what he was a YouTuber who had over 1 million subs, and it's quite interesting. He was on pace to dip below 1 million, like sometime this month, because he's losing subs left and right. And this guy is just having a meltdown after a meltdown after meltdown. Like this, his name is called Review Tech USA, even though he doesn't really review tech. So lately, for the past year, it's all about drama, especially when he fired his editor JKB, telling him his friend is a parasite and everything. It's just been one big thing after another.
How do you find these dirty little corners of the internet to find drama nobody cares about? Like Casey, like some of these people that you bring up on your show, it's just like I never heard of them, and I probably never will.
No, I mean the guy had 1 million subs. Like,
Yeah, but nobody
now-
fucking here knows him. You were just saying, "Oh, we got the
I do.
base ground that we
I
knew."
know him.
Okay, forget you.
I know
But
him because
everyone
he
else-
couldn't keep Darkseid
Nobody in the
Phil's name out
chat
of
is
his
fucking
fucking
saying,
mouth.
"Yeah, I know that guy."
I only know him because he couldn't keep Darkseid Phil's name out
Oh.
of his fucking mouth, and he did and there was a documentary about him called or there was a documentary on YouTube by a YouTuber named June the King that covered his ass on YouTube just recently.
well,
Okay, but why am I supposed to care? Like, who is this guy? And who? Like, I mean, who is this guy? Like, who cares?
well,
He didn't even review tech. It's like, Casey, why are you reviewing him?
well, he used to review tech when he first got started, and then like the last past year, it's just been he's all about drama, and like when he was reviewing tech, he was great. That's why he got over 1 million subs.
But he had
Like-
zero sources reviewing tech in some cases. He had zero sources.
So you just
Well-
watched it for the drama. Is that correct, Casey?
Lately, yes. But I used to be a sub to him when he was a reviewing tech, especially when the days of the dying days of the Nintendo Wii U, we were heading to the Nintendo Switch, and he was having some information about it, and he was entertaining to me, but when he started to be a dick known to his fans, but also he fired his editor, who used to be he's a big YouTuber too. His name's JKB,
Never heard of
and
him.
well, it's a gaming YouTuber, so he used to do his own editing.
You say that as if somehow it's going to hold weight. There's millions of gaming YouTubers, and I don't give
yeah,
a fuck
but this
about any of
guy.
them. Except for you,
Well,
Casey.
The only problem with the low, let's just say, Review Tech has a lot of problems with keeping his mouth in other people's names in the same time. It's getting ridiculous. Keeping names in other people in his mouth from other YouTubers, like the quartering. He's mentioned the quartering was a piece of shit at a convention during COVID.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they were supposed to have a boxing match, and
No one
Rich
gives a
was
damn
like-
about boxing with YouTubers. Look at Boogie.
well, I mean, I found it kind of interesting.
No one
to see-
gives a fuck.
Well, I'm saying people do give a fuck when the Paul brothers
That's
make
right.
quite a bunch of money boxing. I mean, shoot, look at Logan Paul. He has a WWE contract because of this.
And Jake Paul's probably going to get murdered by Mike Tyson. Who wants that? Personally,
I do. I
I
I
mean,
do.
me too. But my God, who else cares? Plus, I heard they're going to have.
There's a
14
whole bunch of
gloves.
people that want to see Paul murdered in a ring.
Did you hear about the 14-pound gloves, Dave?
Yeah, I heard a lot about the stipulations that he tried to put in there. Um, but I just hope that Tyson doesn't drop it and just really he retires the guy in the ring. How about that? I hope he retires the guy.
Well, what I'm hearing is that, like, when you go into a Jake Paul fight, is that there's all different conditions, like something with the ounces of with the gloves. Instead of being 3-minute rounds, it's
Yeah, the
2 minutes.
conditions are the guy throws the fight and Paul wins it in 3 minutes. That's what it's been up to this point.
Well, there's, like I said, 2-minute rounds, and like what I'm hearing is like you're not supposed to really knock him out. Like, what the fuck? Like, so this is not a real fight. This
What's
is an
the fucking point of the
exhibition
match
fight.
of the fight then if you can't knock a person out? It's Floyd
No,
Mayweather and
look.
Logan Paul all over again.
Look, you're trying to impose those rules on a guy that literally bit the ear off a guy in a ring. Like, no, you can put as many rules as you want on Tyson. If you make him mad, he's going to fucking hurt you badly. And this guy's no Holyfield. Like, get one good punch from Tyson, not holding back. This guy's going to he's going to the ER. It's as simple as that.
Oh yeah,
One good shot, even with Tyson. And if you've seen Tyson, if you see how fast Tyson can move now at his age, and even with that charity fight that he had, which was a beautiful fight, you could see he was starting to get back into it. He was really starting to feel that rush again that he was feeling when he was fighting. And as soon as the fight ended, he's like, I got to keep doing this. Like, I feel the fire again. Like Tyson, again, the age won't stop him. The guy is a monster, and we all want to see this monster unleashed.
yeah. Hopefully they'll do it. I think like something was wrong with Tyson. That's why they had a delay. I don't remember what happened.
He got
He
sick.
allegedly got sick, apparently. Or was that true?
I believed it to be true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why Tyson.
I don't.
would
Okay,
try-
at that point, the training that he had been doing, sorry, Casey, but at that point, the training that he'd been doing and showing off online showed that he was ready to go. And I don't think he would have wasted that opportunity unless it was because he actually legitimately got sick.
Plus, I don't think Tyson would dodge.
Not at
He
all.
wouldn't
Jake
dodge a
Paul.
fight if it meant whooping someone's ass and potentially killing them in the ring. He would not dodge that type of fight.
So
No,
I
That's
think
what how
he's
much
gonna-
trash
I
Jake
believe
Paul
that he
is.
got sick. I believe that he got severely sick enough that they had to call it off and give it substantial amount of months. It was supposed to be in July, I believe, originally, and they wanted to give Tyson enough time to recover and train to get to the level that is appropriate for this sort of fight.
we gotta get back on topic. Tour
Oh,
capture.
yeah.
What's wrong with your stream, Casey? Well, that's supposed to be like that. I made
Who's
it.
that? Who's that character that you have underneath your photo or your video?
That's his logo. Is Rich from Review Tech right there?
I see.
Yeah. Actually, I can bring up. I actually have a couple pictures that uploaded earlier.
Looks kind of like a thin version of you.
That's his logo right there.
I guess a thin version of you.
No, he's
No.
matters.
You got the same goatee. You got the same head, somewhat. I don't know about this.
That's the same dude right there.
Oh, wow. He looks ugly.
But I think this was either JKB's thumbnail or 8-Bit Eric's where he deleted his channel. Like, who deletes a channel when you have over 1 million subs? I mean,
Somebody who might be guilty of something.
honestly, if I was doing my live video game hunting stream and I brought up the point, it's like he could have sold his channel. Like, I was talking to a Horror House Media about this before. I was like, I think the price tag could be up to over $1 million if you really think about it. I was saying $1 per sub, and maybe on the lower end, maybe 50 cents per sub, so half a mil for his channel. I mean, at least make money before you delete it. Like, I would say, here's the key to the channel, and I want my payday for it. That's what I would have done. I was watching his latest stream, and he was making an ass out of himself. There's a few times he said some honest things, but there was one point he was like, "I got a zinger to throw out my haters. I at least had a million sub channel that I deleted. Did you?" I was like, "Oh, so I was right. You want to delete your channel before it dipped under 1 million, so you could say you had 1 million sub channel." So, uh, he's just a big piece of shit. He used to be a very good YouTuber. Now he's just, it's pretty bad. People like were comparing him to Boogie 2988, and Boogie recently allegedly faked cancer, while Boogie's looking better than Rich right now. And it's just, this guy can't stay out of the limelight, where he just can't get away from the drama. He's saying that, oh, this million sub channel was what was causing him to go down the drama route. But he has a streaming channel still that he did this rant for about almost 2 hours about why he deleted his channel. So, like, he's just a big piece of shit. And I have invited Horror House Media. We were going to go and react to his live stream. So, if you guys want to, you're welcome to stay and review it with me.
Sure.
I have to. So, are you guys want to do that? Because he makes a huge ass out of himself.
Well, I was actually calling in to make fun of Costanza, but I'm willing to wait until you're done, whatever it is that you want to do, review some guy I don't care for, and yeah, then I can go into him.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring it up. So just give me 2 seconds. I know I am not being totally professional right here, but
You never
here's
are.
his. I got actually
Costanza said
remember
apparently you microwaved your meal before you came on today.
No, I didn't. Not today.
Yeah, well,
I
he certainly is not one to be talking about cooking to you. I can make fun of Casey, but Costanza can't. And after you're done this drama and stuff, I will reveal the total inhuman abomination that is the Costanza. Because if he wants to make fun of you cooking, well, he should be looking in a mirror. But we'll get to those horror stories after you're done this.
Well, bring it up right here. Here's his live stream. He promotes it. Review Tech USA is no more. Let's celebrate. So, let's start it.
Can't get your account back. It's irreversible. Anyway,
I do think you can deactivate your channel. I don't think. I mean, you can straight up delete the channel, but I believe you can deactivate it, right? And keep everything on there still.
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking. And a lot of people thinks he's just gonna come back anyways. He just deactivated it because this guy can't decide to stay off Twitter or on Twitter. So That's why I stopped that right there.
There's a lot to talk about. I'll wait for a few more minutes. Yeah, you can't get the channel back. It's over. It's man, I have so much to say. The first thing I will say, and I will make this abundantly clear, that was not a, hey guys, I'm mad today, which I wasn't. I'm going to shut down the channel.
Oh, please don't hit that stupid pause button. That's all this idiot does a lot of times. He'll make a statement and hit that stupid pause
It
button.
wasn't a stupid decision. That channel, you know what, there was a few straws that broke the camel's back with that. People that I was working with outside of here were like, hey, I checked out your YouTube comments and they were something. I'm like, oh God.
Right now, he sounds pretty
Secondly,
normal.
had a clips editor. You could debate. She was great. Nothing but positive things to say about her. You could debate the quality.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit. By the way, I did not pause it. He's just staring out.
When I was pumping, my channel has been stagnant. There were a couple pops, but it's been stagnant since about 2019. There were some months that between that where I was getting maybe decent viewership or decent growth, but it was few and far between. And I was every year I was struggling to get 60% of what I was getting viewership wise. Don't believe me, you go look it up.
Well, he's telling the truth right there. Like his downfall has already been going since then. So
I don't. To me, it would have just also on top of it too. I've seen people like. Now, granted, what he did was way worse, but I've seen people like the completionist beg. I've seen other people beg for people to watch. I am not doing that. I absolutely refuse to do that. There's no way. There is no way.
You know what? I'm gonna have to pull a page out of Dave's playbook and speed it up because he likes to have a ton of dead air.
Wesley, 1.5 times speed. Engage.
Where are you going to do
Love
that?
it.
Okay, right there. 1.5, right there.
It's amazing how quickly too.
This is on 1.5, by the way.
I'm just looking at the comments.
I thought you paused it.
Sounds normal.
No!
Take accountability for what? What am I taking accountability for? I've taken accountability for plenty. And here's the most important thing. How do I feel about the decision? Is what you're wondering. How do I feel about this decision that I teetered on and was going to see if the clips turn, like I said, maybe brought in a few more people. Maybe that. How do I feel about it? I feel fucking great. I feel like a weight has been taken off my shoulders. I feel relieved.
No, you don't. You're lying.
If this is 1.5 times speed, like
That's
imagine getting how slow this guy's talking in real life.
Oh, yeah, that is 1.5. Look, right there. That actually sounds a little faster than... That is 1.5.
Sounds normal. It doesn't sound like him trying to...
Dude, let me keep it real with you.
Well, when he finally talks, it sounds fast. But when he he just stays right there, and I guess he's reading the chat, but instead of, saying something, he'll pause for,
doesn't sound
20... Like, he pauses for, 20, 30 seconds, and a lot of times he's high as fuck when he's on his own channel. So he's... A lot of times people accuse him, but when he's just sitting there for 20 seconds or 30 seconds and just stares at the camera and not say anything and have dead air, people are going to say you're high as fuck.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You want to know how much?
Like that. right there.
That sounds normal.
I'm looking. Jesus,
Not
many
bad.
comments. You want to know how much that? Oh yeah, good point. You want to know how much that channel made the past 30 days with clips going up? $600. That passive income.
I would love to make $600 on YouTube.
You know, and I saw some comments from other creators too. This has been something I have been debating, not deleting the channel, but I wanted to completely get away from what I was doing before I even touched medical marijuana. So everyone's saying the hallucinogens, and I won't name names. I did see the comments. Please shut the fuck up and know what you're talking about.
I want to bring this up where we got TSS says he made $600 off passive income from YouTube Shorts alone, and bitch about, dude, that could pay a couple bills. Yeah, I agree. That is a couple bills. Actually, that's more than a couple bills. I mean, that's you pay electricity, utilities, your phone bill, your internet bill, just right there.
It's not the flex that he thinks it is.
Sure, not for me.
I mean, that could be in rent money if you're in like a bad part of town. So, I mean, that's like, dude, I would love to make $600 off like 1 month pay. I mean, like, that's just stupid. If I'm rich.
I wanted to get away from. I was faking the funk. I wanted to get away from doing that for years. And that's the most important thing. I was look, now where I take blame is I didn't have the balls to just say, you know what? This is what I want to do. Review Ghost USA. I know what you're talking about. Chasing ghosts. Chasing something that's no longer there. I see YouTubers that do it all the time. I'm sure you know some. They may not say it. They'll pretend that they absolutely love it, but they don't. No, I won.
He said,
A lot of people say you should do things for your own mental health. Here's one of them. It was funny too. Didn't want to go back on Twitter, but yesterday I was starting to get messages
there we go.
asking if I was okay. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then the intro guy came to me and said, dude, are you okay? Like, everyone said that you committed suicide. So I opened up the Twitter account and I'm like, yeah, I can't have people thinking that I'm dead. So I uploaded a video where I was Seth Nasucci and made a joke about the whole thing. There were some people that weren't very happy about that too.
I'm not a fan of him joking about suicide, but that's not the reason why I'm pissed. I know 8-Bit Eric is pissed about that because, I mean, that is a pretty sensitive subject. That's like if you're making a joke of someone died from cancer. But I'm more pissed off what he said, the shit he talked down to fans. Like, before he even did this, I said to Eric on his chat saying, dude, he talks down to his fans if they don't agree with him. Like, what? Like, I'm not going to talk down to people who watch here if they don't agree with me. Like, I would listen to people if they have a point. Like, hey, I mean, that's your opinion, and I'll take your, I respect your opinion. Maybe your opinion is correct. It could be wrong, but I'm not going to talk down to you or make you like a piece of shit and tell you to fuck off. But he tells his fans if they're not agree with him to fuck off or shit like that. Like, this is how little of what he thinks about his fans. That's what makes me more pissed off about this dude. And like, he has no bones about it, saying that, about his fans. So what's your opinion about him right now, Dave?
Indifferent.
Indifferent? Nothing really yet?
You're not gonna. Again, this person. I'm uninterested in them. I'm just here humoring you because you think this is important.
Well, to me, right
Yeah, I'm
now
not
it's
taking it
interesting.
away from you, buddy. You do you. Again, I don't even know how much of
Oh,
your audience even knows who this guy is, but
I'm sure a lot of them does. I mean, TSS knows him.
why don't you hold a
Uh,
poll and see what the people say?
okay, actually, it's funny you said that.
Actually,
Actually, I have a poll going on right now that I need to.
oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, I did vote for that one already.
I have to go.
I voted new intro because you said you liked it more, so I voted for you, Casey. Don't ever forget it.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, I think it's badass intro, but like, if more people prefer the 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 old one, sure, okay, fine. Hold on. Oh wow, we got 8 people voted, and 75% choose old intro. Huh. Hmm. Well, in that, and start new poll. Do you know who Review Tech USA is? Yes and no. So it started. And by the way, that's how you put his name, is all one word right there. So, but Bam is correct. Today I did tell a driver at a gas station to fuck off. Oh, that's different. I was leaving the parking lot at the gas station, and he totally, like, he was coming from the intersection, and I was going into the exit, and he just totally cut me off, like, and about to hit me. So I told the motherfucker to fuck you. So I think I had perfectly good reason for that.
What did the driver look like?
I didn't see the person. Like, I don't focus on who's in there. I mean, I don't.
You gotta lock eyes with them and mouth the word "fuck you" as you're holding your fucking middle finger up as they pass. How else are they gonna know that they fucking suck?
I'll take that into consideration in the future.
Also, I suggest you carry a 38 Special Smith and Wesson in your car, and if somebody comes up to your car, you just put up the pistol to the person and tell them to make your day.
I'm not gonna say I've have a gun, but
Okay, Clint Eastwood.
let's just say I'm protected.
That dog's not going to protect you, dude. Come on.
Well, I mean, hold on, Duke.
And a knife doesn't count either.
Well, Duke seemed like the people are scared of Duke. Even adults. I'm like, hold on. I can't see people actually think he's scared. Nah, scared of Duke. He's a cutie
What kind
boy.
of people? What kind of people live in your state if they're scared of that little sausage dog?
Well, I mean, all types of people. I mean, like,
I still don't believe it.
I mean, even my apartment, like, we have all races here, so it's not like just
All races of dog, or
Oh no, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we have.
well, what do you
Like,
mean?
well, I have. My new neighbor has 2 big dogs where they don't pick up their fucking shit. We got AJ in the chat. Said Duke is Chinese food.
He is if Casey ever lets this dog get away and it encounters a Chinese food restaurant. I mean,
I wouldn't let him get away.
look, a fresh meat. It'll be lunch special.
But let's go ahead and continue reviewing Review Tech USA. Damn it.
You know, if I went the commentary route and realized how much, another fatal mistake I made too. You could do whatever you want with my videos. Do whatever you would like.
See, if he strikes my channel, that's where the receipt right there. He says, do whatever was content right here. So, if he hits me with copyright, I have that to protect me right there.
How does it make 0 sense? Explain to me how it makes 0 sense. Name a channel that went like this. Yes, I'm absolutely dead. I'm dead.
I'm not hearing the pause button. Is he actually hitting it? Because
It's a choice that I needed to make for me. It's a
Yes,
choice
he
that
is.
Okay, because I'm not hearing the applause. I mean, I'm happy because I hate hearing that applause button.
I'm hearing that shit.
I don't know. I'm not hearing. Well, I'm glad I'm not hearing that because every time I hear him hit that applause button,
Yeah, fuck my co-host. I don't give a fuck if it annoys them.
I would like to do bad things every time he hits that button.
Yeah, it is getting
for a
annoying.
Oh, he does it like a million times a stream.
Thanks for subjecting us to that, Casey. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, you know what? Looking at the poll, I mean, right now we got only 4 votes, but 3 of them agree with Dave right now, saying actually
Oh, there's another vote. There's another vote for no. Word.
Well, I mean, Bam asked, why do I watch him for fuck's sakes? Well, I used to be a fan of him, and I try not to watch him, but when he does...
And now I want to see him burn.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I can be cold. If someone does something bad, I don't feel bad for him. Like, he's a big piece of shit, and he deserves to have his channel taken down. So,
I can
I
dig
don't
it.
feel...
That's
so I
a,
don't
that's a
feel-
Dave Rose line. I approve.
You're proof.
I want to see him burn.
Exactly. I mean, like, I like to listen to both sides, but all this guy, like, there'll be some videos you'll do. It's like, oh, he's reviewing something. He sounds great. And then when he's dipping into drama, he's the biggest piece of shit on the planet. Like, that's why there's actually a group, I think, on Reddit. I think it's like it was something about, it was his beef between him and another dude, and they're all against him because of the beef. So, and that's where I got one of the pictures on my yard stream. Like, this is one of the people's thumbnail of him with devil horns. So, oh my God, AJ. The Haitians? What the hell is the Haitians?
I guess he means Haitians, but he doesn't even know how to spell it.
I mean, Asians?
No, Haitians. You know, those black people that practice voodoo.
I never heard of that.
Are you? No. Okay, that's even worse than him spelling it wrong.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
No, really. I thought it meant Asians.
No, forget how he wrote it. Have you ever heard of the country called Haiti?
Yeah.
Well, the people from Haiti are called Haitians.
Why? I mean, that's like
Because
calling the Americans with a different letters and such. Like Americans, but it's like not spelled Americans. I mean, I'm trying to, like, Haitians. I mean, I could understand Haitians or something like that. Or
Well, okay. Consider it spelled that way, but it's Ti is always sha. So Haitians. But yes, if you want to speak, Walmart American, Haitians is the way it's spelled. If that's what you want to go with.
Okay, then that would. Okay.
Yeah, you've probably seen the word in the newspaper or on TV, but you don't connect the actual pronunciation to it. So
I don't really. I try to avoid watching the news.
what you've just said
Like-
in the last 2 minutes is it's probably taken a few years off my life.
I
Let me
Well,
guess, you weren't that good in school.
graduated in school.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
graduated-
well, you know what? I think it's 13% of the population of kids in Baltimore graduate. No, sorry. There's a graduation, of about 70+%, but only 13% of those that graduate are actually functionally literate. So it doesn't matter if you graduate or not. You can still have no clue. Schools make money just churning you through the mill, not because they're actually interested in teaching people. So a lot of people that are,
Ah,
unable to read
Not like-
get to graduate. Look at
Well,
fucking
no,
Tommy NC 2010. Come on.
no comment about that. Tommy's high function autistic. So
Yeah, but did he really?
So am I.
Did he really pass the high school tests, or was he just shuffled along so the school could make money on a graduate? Come on.
I at least went to
Yes,
when I
I
went to special
would
school
agree.
district. I was in I made at least 3.87 GPA throughout all 4 years of high school.
Bam says they just wanted to get you out of there, Casey. No, I didn't. It's not like
I
I've been
don't doubt
held
that.
back. I've never been held back from any of my.
No, it's because
right.
they don't ever hold people back anymore, dude. Back in my day, they did, but nowadays they just
Yeah.
and even in your day, they kick them straight out the door so they can get the funding. You're younger
My
than me.
high school would keep you until you were 21.
Dude, you're.
I changed it months ago, Costanza. It just went out a couple days ago.
Well, I guess
changed
Juvie's a
months
little
ago.
different than, hey, Kratos?
Dave,
Yeah,
you're
I know. It's
really-
Missouri. It's Missouri. It's a Missouri special school district. It actually they keep the
I was
really
joking, but I kind of suspected that might be the case because, again, if you're keeping kids around till they're 21, that ain't no regular school. That's a special school.
I said that.
But-
Yeah, but special, not like people wearing helmets and fucking drooling. Special
Oh,
as in
there were those.
keep
Oh.
one eye open at night because someone's gonna shiv you. Special.
Well,
Ah,
I drool, but it just happened I drool in bed. So,
that's not the type of drooling we're talking.
That's
type
because
of
you have a
drooling we're talking
charcuterie board. You've got a rib of a rack of ribs. You got fucking bottomless, crab bucket. Like you eat in bed. That's why you drool.
I
Homer
have
Simpson.
autism and schizophrenia. I made that known for this community years ago. I have autism, schizophrenia, and I take medicine for the schizophrenia so I don't go insane.
All right, Tommy NC, stop trying to get those pity points.
I don't care about fucking pity points. That's my fucking life. I don't care about pity points. Fuck pity points.
But as for me, dude, I graduated high school. I've never been held back at all. There was only one class that I flunked.
No, but-
Actually, no. Actually, I didn't flunk it. I made it through the first semester, just barely, by the skin of my teeth. And I omitted the class because I had enough points to omit the class.
Yeah, but you say that you graduated and that you weren't held back. But what was
No,
your GPA? What was your average going
Oh.
graduating high school?
I don't know, but I was never held back.
No, that
I
you
was-
can't keep saying that and not like address the fact that you just barely skimmed. You said at least one of them you
Oh.
barely skimmed through. So what?
Yeah,
You're getting a D minus, but you just got enough to be able to get through.
yeah.
So
I had a
every single
3.87
class,
for all
like
4 years.
obviously you're not going to get an A in gym. Let's be honest.
No, actually, I did good in gym. I actually did pretty good in gym.
Now there's that's called pity points.
no, no bullshit. I was pretty good at gym. I mean,
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Like what were you good at doing? Like gymnastics, fucking pummel horse. Like what were you doing? Like fucking backflips and shit.
Hold on. I'm not saying gymnastics, but gym, like doing like playing
Sauna,
dodgeball,
You know,
dodgeball, basketball, wherever. I mean, I even ran a mile inside the gym before, like so many laps in the gym. So that was when I was a youngin, though. And I but no, I did good in gym,
well,
but
you did well.
I did well. Okay, I did well. I passed.
I did insanely well. I
No,
used to
but
be
doing well and passing are two different things.
I got A in gym. What about that?
In when you
Shocking.
graduated,
Huh?
when you graduated.
I
Again, I'm
always
talking your
had-
final year. Your final year.
I always had an A in gym. I never got below an A in gym.
Call me a cynic, but it's difficult for me to believe that.
Sandwiches raw. It's a smoke detector battery that also ties into my alarm system. It goes off. My alarm system goes off. It drains the battery faster. Plus, it's a different type of battery.
It's those ceiling
on.
birds again.
Fit stuff did go to high
It's not a
school with
used
me.
battery.
Right
It's a
over
freaking battery that's a special type that goes in these ring smoke detectors.
Fit stuff did go to high school with me and actually threw me in high school as well. But I don't think we were actually in gym together at all.
Who
I
went?
could be
Who went to school with you?
my best friend Brad right here that made a comment right here saying I was horrible in gym.
I don't see that.
The
Well,
fit
I'm-
stuff. is
Oh,
really-
there, the fit stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking for the name Brad.
But
So how do you get an A then? Fit stuff. How do you? Was he massaging the gym teacher?
oh now
Wow, dude.
now,
What the fuck?
now he's full of shit saying I always found a way to get out of dodgeball. No,
I love fucking dodgeball. Shit. I love dodgeball. And I graduated with a fucking boot on my foot because I had a lacerated toenail from dropping a tree stump on it.
We got the Tims enter.
I am here. Hey, good God, it took me a while to get it all set back up again.
What's up, bro?
Not much. Been a long
got-
day, hasn't it?
Yeah, we got Devious Dave Rose on here in Kratos. Dave does not know anything about Rich from ViewTech. And several people
And most of the
So-
people that voted don't know who the fuck he is.
I didn't vote because I know this guy because of the June the King documentary on him.
Oh, dude.
And the fact that he couldn't
Oh,
keep
dude.
Darkseid Phil's name out of his fucking mouth. At all.
Dude. Oh my God. Oh. Oh.
That's kind of weird.
Well, it was a good documentary on Rich, on the rise and fall of him.
Making
So-
sure everything's working just fine on my end.
But
Okay.
no, but going back to schooling, I oh no. Sandwiches Raw said Casey is like looking at guys in the gym locker room. No.
Well, that sounds about right.
No, come on.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, but No, Dave was saying that I probably didn't graduate high school. I was like, no, I graduated high school. I mean,
But you keep
uh,
saying I graduated, I wasn't held back, but it's just like, but what were your grades? You know,
I don't remember.
but
I
you don't
mean,
remember your GPA. You don't.
no,
Probably
because
not.
I
But did you even pay attention to that in the first place? Like,
no, because I knew a lot of that shit's not gonna matter. Like about honestly, a lot of it's not gonna matter. I mean, I'm not gonna
well,
lie to you.
considering you're struggling just to speak, I think it did. I think it did matter.
But I felt like going to trade school was a good thing because I
That's
feel
certainly
like
not a bad thing. No, absolutely not. You did a smart thing, but you're struggling just to speak your mind, dude.
because I mean there's a few things you got me. Like I can't answer what my grades were. Maybe they
Yeah.
weren't the greatest, but I passed. Like I said, I only had one class that
Hey, I
passed.
finished last in the race, but hey, I finished the
Finished.
race.
Exactly.
Okay, there, Tubbs. I mean, you might be right, but last place is still, it's not first, you know?
Yeah, but
You got that
also,
right.
I mean, there's people who didn't make the finish the race, so like you're not technically last. You just survived the
I mean,
race.
it
No,
could be
no, no.
worse.
Everyone else did finish the race. You were last. That's why I said you were last. Everyone else finished the race.
No, no. There's people who dropped out of high school, so I feel like they're the ones who quit the race, and I survived the race. I
Dude.
finished the.
Oh my God, you're making it
I gotta
sound
go
like
for a
you
bit.
fucking.
I'll be back.
All right,
Alrighty.
Arnold. And
See,
you're making it sound
you're
like
like,
you
oh.
crossed the Antarctic. Like I
See?
made it through. It's like, dude, it was high school. It was a joke. Everything about high school is a fucking joke, especially nowadays with the
Yeah.
shit that goes
oh,
on.
definitely nowadays.
But
But
yeah,
like,
you were
I mean-
tempted. You were actually tempted to drop out, or you consider that even a
me,
possibility?
no,
You just
no.
buckle down and you be like, "This is bullshit," but let's just go through the motions and get through it.
Pretty much to finish and get through it. Like,
Yeah, but you're being like, I passed. I don't even know my grades. So
I mean, hold on.
Well, I mean,
you-
to be fair to Casey, it could have been worse. He could have been stuck with a principal that forced him to take his pants down so he can find his phone. No joke, that happened about 2 days ago, and it's been all over
What?
TikTok.
What?
Yeah, I wish I was making this shit up, but if you go to August the Duck, that's his newest video, and it's disturbing because the guy defends it. The principal, who's a guy, did it behind closed doors. No one else but him and the kid. And he says he was justified in doing so because the kid allegedly broke a rule of the school. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, nowadays it's like,
That's screaming some pedo behavior, in my opinion.
well, yeah. I mean, to me, like one, like if it's in someone's clothing, like I'm not gonna be. If I was the principal, I was like, I'm not gonna look on it. But if there's evidence, if it is on you, then you're. I mean, honestly, if you're not supposed to have your phone at school, so
But there's no reason for the strip search, especially someone who's not an officer.
but
On a 14-year-old boy, I'm just saying.
oh my god, that's bad too.
So you see why I'm saying what the fuck? What in the flying fuck?
But Dave, I could show you my diploma. The problem is I don't want to one dox my name and two dox the area I graduated to. So
Well, you could just show him in private. I highly doubt Dave is going to be dumb
yeah,
enough
but
to dox
again,
like
if you
that.
graduate, it doesn't matter if you graduate with these. You're going to get that piece of paper that says you graduate.
Wait, that's
You're not making your case any better, Casey.
Yeah, you just might as well just let it go, honestly. And let's continue on with, because I've got quite a bit about Review Tech USA that needs to be heard. Because Dave, you're going to love what he said to one of his fans after he posted a video of him faking his own suicide
Honestly, I couldn't care less about this guy or anything to do with it. I was just here to roast Costanza.
Let me
Well-
see.
Well, I was showing a little bit of what he said to that fan. I thought like 8-Bit Eric was talking about it, but
Oh yeah, maybe Eric
If-
talked about it.
well, in a little bit, if you want to freshen it up a little bit, if you want to come back
Well-
around and fix it, because I kind of botched the story a little bit.
So what did so I need to hear what you said real quick. What did you tell the audience?
Well, I told him how he posted a video of him making fun of suicide, that he passed away, and then him having a I guess Twitter fight against a fan, and pretty much telling the fan to fuck off and grow set. I'm like, just because the fan didn't agree with his video.
So, to get the full story, Rich Review Tech USA posted on his both his Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram a video of him showing off his old cassette tape players while doing the mocking gay voice, is what he calls it, or the Dr. Sexy Coco voice. And he made the claim that he was his brother who was telling people that he had committed suicide because of the Kino Casino mocking him. Well, this fan came on there by Get the Fill with Jar. That's the name of the fan. Said, dude, what the fuck? I just lost an online friend this way. What kind of psychopath makes a joke about suicide like this? To which Rich, being a douchebag USA, replies back, so have I. Life is dark. Grow a set. Okay, what the fuck? This is the first thought that went to my head, but then it gets worse. Is Jar replies back with,
shit.
because that's when he replied back, damn, dude, what happened to you to turn you into a complete tool? I lost my daughter around the same time you were talking about taking time off to care for your daughter as well. Which, by the way, he admitted to the fact that he caused his daughter to go blind. I just want that to be noted for the record there.
Is
Oh,
gonna
good.
I'm gonna stop you for a second. Is this his Twitter right here?
Yeah,
Real
that-
RTU?
No, I think that either he changed the name of it or whatever, but I guess it got suspended. Haha.
Because I
No, that's not him. I promise that's not him because I follow him on. I used to follow him on Twitter because he used to follow me and we used to bicker back and forth because he was a prick. It's Review Thoughts USA. So that's a troll account that got suspended, which I wouldn't be
Okay.
shocked if Rich did that.
or Real Thoughts.
Yeah, Review Thoughts USA. That's what he goes by now.
All right.
Because I'm looking at his Twitter right now, and it's still got the thing where he
Okay.
deleted his YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
I got it now. So
Let's see. So then to finish off the comment, he goes, I tweeted out of compassion for you, and despite all the public displays you had recently, I hoped you would recover and get back to the Rich of the years ago. Yesteryear, basically. I guess you would rather shit on your fans than complain about everyone attacking you. Woe is Rich. Good luck, brother. I hope you find success again, but I will not be watching. To which he tells Jarrett, no, I just don't give a fuck. Try not to be sensitive and learn to not be a pussy. Have a great day and go fuck yourself. To which then someone came and roasted Rich
I just
again.
wanted to confirm the very sad news.
all right.
That's the voice I was talking about.
yeah.
To which Village Man came back and fucking hysterical because he goes, says the guy ran away from the quartering. Yeah,
What?
I'm not being sensitive. Unbelievable. Just unfucking believable.
Here's his post he put on Twitter and Instagram.
I just wanted to confirm the very sad news that Rich of Review Tech USA has sadly taken his own life. He's in the bathroom right now. He slit his wrist. He bled out in there. But one thing I wanted to show you that was really cool. My name is Seth, by the way. Pleasure to meet you. Is he has these cool little cassette decks. Look at them all. You see he has, let's see all the lights right here. You got this one's the really nice one in between I think he's still bleeding out. He might be moaning. I'll call 911 in the morning. We also got these 2 decks right here. They have CD
Pause it real
players
quick.
and
Pause
they
it.
record those, I think.
Oh, that fucking made me want to throw up. And I just ate dinner not too long ago. Oh, that is horrendous.
It is a
That's
pretty
not.
shitty
Oh
move.
my! He's not trans. Bam, he's not trans. And I wanted to also address fun stuff, or excuse me, fit stuff. Yeah, he's not just an ego complex. He's a fucking 6 foot man, 6 foot tall man who has a Napoleon complex. Explain that. Like, try figuring that one out. Because that's what he is. Napoleon complex and a 6 foot plus man who weighs over probably maybe 350 pounds, who's got man titties that literally hang lower than fucking Boogie or Wings. It's like literally his nipples sit underneath his folds. I don't even know how you managed to pull that off.
Oh, Dave, so Gorilla Strong knows who Review Tech is. So, and that's
Well, I
another
feel sorry
one.
for both of you guys.
So, what
I-
happened to Review
I
Tech
agree.
Gorilla Strong is that he wanted to try to avoid of his channel dipping below 1 million. So what he did is delete it before it happened because it was on pace by the end of the month to be of below 1 million subs. So he's just doing it in a power play, trying to make him look better for some reason, but I think it's a stupid move all the way around. But like he's just making an ass out of him where like he's doing this video right here being a horse's ass. Like I can see why people are upset with the suicide video, but
So Gorilla Strong, the reason why his channel is dipping, it starts back in January when he started making rumblings of changing the channel. So he was cutting a lot of the videos that he was creating. He was cutting the game news down. He was going to go to maybe once a month news, and he was going to live stream all the time with clips here and there from the live streams. Jay, who was his former editor, goes by JKB, didn't want to do that because, to be honest with you, it wasn't good. None of it was good. So Rich fired him without fully paying him out his contract because he was under an obligation to pay him his full amount if he was to be fired before the end of the month. Well, he was fired before the end of February. So Rich didn't want to pay him. His audience forced him to pay him. That's when he had a mental breakdown and started attacking Jay. That's when 8-Bit Eric comes into play. 8-Bit Eric came to Jay's defense because Jay is one of his best friends and was like, Rich, you're being a dick. So that's when Rich lost it on Eric and started attacking Eric and called him a no talent hack and tried watching his wrestling videos without having any fucking knowledge about wrestling and tried mocking it and failing miserably at it. Like, his insults were horrible. I know 5-year-olds that have insulted wrestling better than him.
yeah, that was pretty bad when he was mocking 8-Bit Eric in his wrestling.
And because the fat bastard couldn't even bother to get enough exercise to actually box what's his name, the Quartering, Jeremy from the Quartering, but wants to talk about how bad wrestling is. Fuck off, Rich. And then after everything cooled down, and yeah, well, it gets better from there because after everything cools down, he loses it again and attacks well, let's see.
Well,
Oh, well, he
Strong-
did, allegedly, because allegedly he hacked his former editor, stole money from his account, threatened to attack and dox his work businesses, claimed he was going to call everyone Jay ever works with and claimed that he works with pedophiles. He's also made statements about how he's going to harass him personally. That which means he's going to go from New York to Canada towards Queens, where Jay lives, and harass him.
YouTube is gonna love us today. We dropped the word pedophile and suicide in the same stream. Oh, God forbid we had to say these words without
Oh.
getting punished.
Oh, if it
Yeah.
makes you feel any better, I've been told I'll probably never get monetized no matter how high I get in subscribers.
I'm just saying, it's like, it's stupid. I can understand if they want you to not say cuss words, but if they're censoring certain words because, let's say, you're talking about a subject and you have to dance around the word because, oh, YouTube doesn't like that, the algorithm doesn't like it. Like, I always thought that was so stupid because, let's say you're talking about world news, let's say like someone like the Vince McMahon sex allegation right now. Oh, you can't say what he did because if it did, it's gonna hurt your channel. So what the fuck? Like, I mean, yeah, I know YouTube is not America, so you don't have the freedom of speech on YouTube, but like, why are they censoring certain words? Why words like pedophile needs to be censored? Like, is YouTube trying to cover up certain things?
I think it comes from, and I talked to someone who works with Discord, and the way they understand is most corporations are trying to do it to keep people from bullying one another with false allegations, because it's a common thing now for people on Discord or YouTube or Twitter to say that someone, like, for example, say if me and Dave had a beef and I made a statement he didn't like and he turned around and called me a pedophile. Even though there's no evidence he did so, that I did anything wrong, his claim instantly is treated as true, and people lose their minds and start the deplatforming and canceling. And that's their way of trying to stop the problem. But in turn, it affects a lot of true crime and actual documentary content.
Yeah, like, you'd be watching, like, documentaries about stuff, and they have to skirt around certain words. So, like, oh my god. AJ says, I caused 9/11. I was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
But like something like that, and then people all suddenly start believing it, even though it's not true. People believe it, and then they lose their ever-loving minds.
Well, let's do this. Let's go finish this clip right here.
They're called mini discs. You ever hear of those? And then we got some more newer decks over here. He got these Tascam and a little bit of TIAC, and he got another Tascam over here, but he's dead now, so he can't use these. So I'm just going to take them over. So rest in peace to Review Tech USA. This is Seth Masucci, and I'm gonna record me some tapes right now, maybe some Hall and Oates. So you have a good night.
Oh, some Hall and Oates. But, like,
fucking unbelievable. I think
it's like, I can see the joke, but he's joking about people saying he committed suicide. But I mean, I don't agree with it because obviously it's a big deal. But it's when he attacks his fans when they, like, if he doesn't agree with them. So it's like that's where I'm more upset about, is where he attacked his fans, because the result of this video right here, where the fan said that, like, he was upset about it because he had an online friend that killed himself, and then Rich was like, well, life is dark, grow set. And then obviously he goes on talk about he lost his daughter, and then pretty much Review Tech pretty much told him to fuck off. Like,
it truly, No, not meaning to interrupt you. It truly shows how deranged he is. He's so deranged. I want you to go to Dreamcast's channel. I want you to bring up his video because
Dreamcast?
yeah, the Dreamcast guy made a video for
Oh,
Review Tech
yeah.
USA.
I don't feel comfortable doing that because at least Rich said that, hey, you know, I just don't want to take a chance of having too many people's clips. At least this Rich said that, oh, you could use all my videos. So if he did, I got claimed me. I was like, well, asshole, you said many times on this live platform that we could use this, clip this. So I'm not gonna do Dreamcast guy, but I did watch that where he was upset about the whole situation. And he did bring up where people were attacking him too. Like I seen people attack Dreamcast guy. I don't think the guy's a bad guy at all. I mean,
Like, I hadn't seen much about him, so I have no clue one way or the other.
it's just sometimes people are not a fan of someone. So like, okay, I mean, there's people who don't like me, so I'm not gonna say one way, but I'm getting trolled by AJ right now.
I mean, he's a sad individual. Anyhow,
Oh, let's not start anything again. But let's go back to this one where he's doing his.
yeah, bring up the live stream again because I've caught part of it because I was bouncing between him and Jay because Jay was talking about how him and Andy allegedly have this super nuke that will destroy Rich forever, and I was like, if you hadn't dropped it by now, then what the fuck?
Well, he probably just wants to have it in his back pocket if Rich said something stupid. But
I mean, Rich, to be honest, Rich has said so much that was incredibly stupid.
But I have put this on 1.5 speed because a lot of times where Rich would just have dead air.
Yeah, just fucking tons of dead air. I remember when real quick, when me and RJ were going over the one where he attacked 8-Bit Eric, called me a sexual predator, attacked Jay, and attacked a couple other people with no evidence. And I had to sit there and fucking edit about roughly an hour's worth of dead air out of every one of those videos. And it got to the point that I just gave up because I couldn't deal with it anymore.
Well, he says that he's reading the comment, but like, you could still say something and not like pause for like 30 seconds and like it's like he's almost stretching for time. It's like the longer this is, seems better.
It's like when my videos, you'll see me reaching up and going, hold up a second, and I'm like pulling up the comment, and then I'll start giggling, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll read the comment out because I'm making sure I'm reading it correctly before I read it.
All right, let's go ahead.
A long time. My fatal mistake was not pivoting this channel when I wanted to pivot, and I just got comfortable and listened to decisions that were not ones I should have. I should have listened to what I wanted. That was part of what got me a YouTube following. Everyone said I was fucking crazy for that. Everyone said I was crazy, not just on here. What a loser. You're going to do YouTube to make a living? I'm not kidding you. Both on the internet and off the internet. I've gotten that a lot. Where people, not saying I haven't been given a lot of.
Well, by the way, before he will start making enough money to not have to work, he was working a job and being a YouTuber before he quit his job and becoming a full-time YouTuber. So that's another thing to point out. So he wants to say, oh, I'm going to make it big time. Like, well, you were still working when you said that. Like, I take this hobby as it is. It's a hobby. That's why I like doing live stream podcasts. That's why I like doing my gameplays. That's why right now for the month of October I'm doing monster games and things with Halloween related because I wanted to do something different and I thought it'd be cool, and it's doing good and for me, and I'm enjoying what I've been doing. But I mean, I can see if you start making money off YouTube, and now it's starting to be more of a business, and you have to, and especially if you took on YouTube as a full time job, honestly you have to take it more serious than like, well, it's a hobby. So, but I mean, in here he says, and on here he would say that he's no has no problem taking a normal job, but I mean, he says right here he only made $600 one month. So, like, if you're only made $600 one month, then like you're making less than minimum wage. So, like, why aren't you go find a new job?
Well, and not only that, but remember he hired a new editor. He brought in a new editor, and then literally fired him the day he deleted the channel. The editor had no clue. All those shorts have been posted up were the new editor doing it.
And
he was following. It just fucking fired him on the spot. No notice, no nothing.
Well, he did the same thing to JKB. I mean, like,
and to the previous editor after Jay.
Like, at least JKB was smart enough to have a retainer because he tried to do it before. So he made sure he was going to get his money out of him. Because, I mean, that was smart because, honestly, Rich was scumbag. He could have said, hey, I'm going to give you a notice because, hey, I'm going to wrap up on this and I'm going to let you go. And we're going to part ways. Instead of, he wanted to duck out in the middle of the month and not pay him for his retainer. So,
absolutely, that's all he wanted to do. And then on top of all that, what else was it? He also, when because I got to talk to that editor that he fired afterwards after Jay, and I talked to him, and he was like, he hated it. Like, all the clips sucked because he had no material to work with.
well,
Rich was
that's what JKB said, that like trying to get clips out of his streams was like pulling teeth, because JKB would say, hey, do the story about this thing because, hey, we can do clips out of this. And Rich didn't want to do it. And instead of Rich taking ownership, he blamed JKB for everything. But, I didn't even see Ryan the Hill in the chat. What's up, man? He says, JCW Hills have eyes 3 coming on wrestling pay-per-view. Hope all is well with everyone. Welcome. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I met him in a couple other Discord servers that are like big wrestling fans, because a friend of mine who's now one of my co-owners, he introduced me to him because apparently he told him about my dad and the wrestling career, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta get me in connection with him." And then I ran into another. Oh yeah, I ran into another guy who's like a wrestling documentary kind of guy. He works with some forums about documenting wrestlers, and he was looking for the son of Ken Timms. I'm like, well, you found one of them.
Yeah.
Good choices and good advice throughout the years. But when something I feel is like really here and I don't listen, it always ends disastrously. No, there's no anger. I did not do this out of anger. I absolutely positively did not do this out of anger. In a way, I kind of wish it was anger. Or like, oh, Rich, it's out of anger. That's no, it ain't out of anger.
Yeah, it is. He's upset that he's losing subs.
I'm sure there's people
right.
hearing what I say won't understand, and they won't get it, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. You could not agree with the decision. and you could think I'm absolutely insane.
You are insane.
Like literally, my friend
I'm not worried about what
RJ
anyone else has to say.
offered him $30,000 cash to buy out the channel. $30,000 in cash.
Well, that's what I said earlier on my other stream. Was like he was stupid enough not to think about just selling it because his channel is worth money. Like, I still say that he could have easily got at least $500,000 for his channel because that's 50 cents per sub. I would say at least $1 per sub.
The way I valued it when I was talking to RJ about it in private, if I was to sell the channel, the way I would be is $4 per sub. I'm at $1 million. So you see how the math would equal somewhere around like $3 million, $4 million, somewhere around there.
It'd be over 4 because it'd be like 4.4 because before he shut it down, he was at 1.1. Was it 1.01 subs? So
Yeah, like Sandwich, you got it right. DSP outlived Rich, and Rich is worse than DSP.
Oh, that's another thing. I'm glad he brought that up. That's all Rich lately's been thinking about is DSP. So that's all he's been thinking lately. He'll go on rants about Dark Side Phil, and not only that person would do that. Duty Stream's been following DSP a lot, and Duty won't even say anything through his clip streams where he'll just straight up just have huge sections of his content and not say anything.
Oh my God. I don't mean to interrupt you, but me and RJ did a video where we roast the living hell out of Duty Streams right before he got demonetized.
And he deserves it. I try not to agree with Keemstar, but when Keemstar says when you take DSP's stream 35 minutes, no, it's 35 minutes of his content and say that it's a clip, like that is pretty shitty, and not even have any commentary over it. Just straight up, just copy and paste and put an overlay over it. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah, like for example, like he's from what I'm suspecting, he's not even doing that. He's getting it from other people that are from an Asian country. I'm not specifically sure where, but he's getting it from others and then laying his stuff over the top of it. He's not even doing the clipping himself.
Oh, it doesn't shock me. I mean, if he's not doing commentary, he's probably too lazy even doing the clip himself.
And when he does add commentary, his commentary makes no sense with whatever subject of the video he's talking about, and he just rambles on and on. I'm like, are you going to give me a point or what? You going to show me some evidence to these statements or what?
Oh, AJ's saying that one in the chat, if you care about this train wreck subject, make Saturdays Raw great again. I'm like, well, what kind of subject do you have you want to talk about, AJ? I mean,
probably football,
wrestling,
because he's probably having a mental breakdown right now of what's happening with the Georgia game.
You know what? Let's see what's the Georgia game going just for kicks.
Is right now Georgia 23,
Hold on,
Texas
are you
15.
done? Are you done talking about this guy? Or are you gonna keep talking about him?
My thoughts, as far as I'm concerned, will be brought up on my live stream later.
I wanted to continue because
honestly, I've got a lot, because I would love to talk about what Jay had to say real quick. Honestly,
go ahead.
Because I want to bring up some of the comments I clipped when the live stream was going. Let me pull up and read a couple to you, because I swear there was a couple of people who were trying to defend Rich. Let's see, but like Freddy Krueger, for example, like one of Jay's biggest fans, said it's crazy the last back and forth they had, and Jay was dressed up as George Washington. Now this time he's Sub-Zero because he was dressed up as Sub-Zero. And because the biggest thing that's being set up now is apparently Jay, Kino Casino, DSP, 8-Bit Eric, and one other guy, the Quartering, is all apparently supposed to get together and have a mega live stream roasting the death of Review Tech USA.
Well, it'll be interesting.
Well, that will be fucking crazy. I guarantee you that's going to get millions. Oh, yeah, it's going to be on Locale Live, too. So you can just imagine the chat. Oh, you can imagine the
I don't know
chat.
about this chat. I honestly think nobody gives a fuck about this guy.
Well,
Just letting you know the truth. You took the poll down, so I don't even see the final result there, Casey. I don't know. Did it go?
it closed the poll. It said, Review Tech. The no answer won 62-37. So, I mean, I don't mind moving on from the subject, but because I think Rich from Review Tech is a big piece of shit. Like, I'm glad his fucking channel's done. I don't think he's deleted the channel. I bet he money that he deactivated it.
No, apparently it is deleted, and me and JKB are right now running a bet on how long it will take before. Jay doesn't think he's going to bring it back in 30 days. I believe he's going to bring it back in 30 days.
I
Just knowing Rich.
I definitely do think he'll bring it back inside a month, because he's been known to bring. He'll say, "Oh, this is the last video," and then a day later he had inside a day he had another video, because he
about
said
Keffels.
Yeah, but he said he already had that in the works, and it needed he had a sponsorship deal for it, but it was proven that he did that after the goodbye video, so he lied about that. But
absolutely.
If people want to move on, that's fine. We can move on. So I just don't know what else we would talk about, because this is the one thing I really want to talk about is Rich for Review Tech's downfall.
Because like everything else I've been paying attention to has been pedophile accusations against a art tuber who apparently was being protected by Just a Robot, and then Chud Logic got involved, and that turned into hell on high water.
AJ, if
There's nothing to talk about. Of course, there's tons of shit to talk about.
Then what do you got, Dave?
Okay, first, which is the reason I called in and humored you going into this other guy who, again, nobody cares about. And I got private messages of people telling me exactly that. Is that Costanza will ridicule you even about your eating habits and such, but the guy is constantly putting on Instagram him cooking pizzas, frozen pizzas, in the oven. I've shown photos of me, or of my pizzas, I should say, that I made by hand. Okay, so I got the dough, I rolled it out, I put the toppings, blah blah blah. Okay, like and cooked it proper. And he'll unironically will put these photos on Instagram, like, look at me, I baked a pizza.
Hey, Rose, real quick, what's your favorite kind of pizza? Just curious.
Pizza.
You don't have a particular type of toppings you like, or
depends on my mood.
That makes sense.
Fair enough. Do you eat pineapple on your pizza, or do you think it's a sin like everyone else?
It's a sin.
Pineapple on a certain group of combination of ingredients works extremely well. In fact, I wrote an article for JB's blog before he took it down, which justifies the addition of pineapple to certain pizzas.
I think it's fine with chicken. I'm not a big fan of it with ham.
It doesn't work badly with chicken, but it works perfectly with ham because it combines with the salty and savory components of ham and bacon. And if you combine it with the smoky flavors of provolone cheese, you literally have the perfect pizza that has pineapple on it.
Yeah, but let's say if I order pizza, I was like, I'm gonna have this for a meal. I was like, you know what? Instead of getting something like a meat lover's pizza or even a supreme pizza, like, yeah, I'm gonna have pineapple pizza. I was like, that's something like you want
It's
on a side, like a
on the side.
slice or two, like a slice or two, not like to make your full meal out of. I mean, would you want to sit down and eat as many slices as you want of the pineapple pizza?
Honestly, I've crushed a whole
Yeah.
one before with no problem.
I've had a extra large pineapple pizza. Well, it's not a pineapple pizza. It's the Hawaiian that I just described.
Yeah. Now, do you like any fast food chains as far as pizza, or do you hate like every single one of them?
They're Canadian, so you wouldn't even know what they are. So there'd be no.
Oh,
point
I
in-
wasn't sure if you had like Pizza Hut, because like Pizza Hut's like 5
Oh, we
minutes
have
down the
Pizza-
road
yeah.
from here.
We have Pizza Hut. It's okay.
Too sweet. Because I know they add a lot of sugar
What?
to their stuff.
For me,
Not necessarily too sweet.
my favorite fast food chain version of pizza is it's probably only just like in the state of Oklahoma, maybe in the tri-state area. It's called Maggio's. And
You just doxed yourself. Congrats.
What?
You remember when you said earlier you didn't want to dox yourself? Congratulations, you doxed yourself.
No, it didn't. Dude, there's a million of Maggio's around here. So
Well, you said in the tri-state area, that just about narrows it down.
no, I mean I tell people I live in Oklahoma, so I mean if you want to try to locate me where a Maggio's is, like
Oh,
but there's like a million of them. There's like probably close
Dave?
as a million.
Dave, you want to explain to him? Because he ain't listening to me.
Well, that's like saying, "Hey, there's a Walmart next to me," like, or like there's a McDonald's right beside me. Like, there's a million of them. Yeah.
You have to understand the specifics. You name the state you're in, you name the area of which you're in, and you name a favorite restaurant you go to. It doesn't take a genius to go and investigate where you go to get pizza, follow you straight to your house and bound to know where you live.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure a few people has a pretty good idea where I'm, what city I probably am. So, but
All
even
right.
if they even knew what city I lived in, let's just say still there's a billion of these Mazzias around. Here, I'll throw another hint. There's an ice cream chain down here that it's, like I said, it's in the tri-state area, and it's called Brahms. So
You're acting like somebody would actually take the effort to come and find you, Casey. Please relax. Nobody's gonna fucking come see you.
I don't know. I had Scott saying he was going to try to dox me somehow.
I mean, it makes it feel any better if someone tried that
And-
shit with me and my
and-
family.
And where is he now?
I
Casey.
don't know. I had no.
He's
I had
exactly.
I had
Exactly.
no. I couldn't care what's he doing. So hadn't been following up on him. So, but I love how AJ likes to point out Casey doxed himself before on stream. Yeah, but no one really said anything. Plus, you can't go back and find it because I trimmed it out. So
Regardless, nobody's gonna come see Casey.
Well,
And again, back to my grievance is the fact that Costanza, again, look at me, I made a pizza and he didn't. He also he again, it's just like these kids who finally can they don't wear diapers. And like, look at me, I'm a big kid now. It's like, okay, there, kid, you are. The guy fucking, he's like, look at me, I can cook, and then he uses his air fryer, and it's just like, dude, have you ever actually tried to get oil to a proper temperature, make sure that it didn't burn or smoke, that you actually were able to cook things properly? So meat, for example, was cooked thoroughly into the appropriate temperature, so it's fully cooked. No, it's just like, look at me, I'm taking the Walmart American way out, and I'm choosing it cheap. I can't even. He's never fucking. I make steak. I made. Oh my god, the meal I had tonight was so good, so good. I posted it on Twitter. Huge fucking strip loin steak. I had a nice baked potato with melted cheddar cheese with some provolone mixed in, topped with sour cream and parsley. I had buttered corn kernels and green peas. I even had honey glazed oven baked carrots and
That actually sounds really good.
And baby tomatoes fried. And my God, was that meal amazing. And we never see that from Costanza. We never see him cook even a steak. It's always like food from places.
It sounds like we need to have a live stream where you two need to show have like a camera in your kitchen, show both of you cooking, and see who's the best.
No, that doesn't even need to be done because it's already been proven on Instagram. And even I did and hope to continue doing cooking shows. And my knowledge alone speaks for itself. But I provide evidence online, and people can see the photos for themselves, including Casey on my Discord and the food channel. And Costanza's just he can't play ball. And then he'll shit on you, Casey. It's like, at least I've seen Casey, try to eat things that are, different and burn his face off with those wings, which he should have finished.
A buddy of mine decided he was going to eat ghost pepper wings and got the chili in his eyes. And I was like, you learned your lesson, huh?
Well, granted, I was forced to do that challenge because that was part of the deal. I think that was a punishment too. I think
it was one of the punishments, and it was well deserved. But you should have been forced to eat more.
Dude.
You had 3.
Well, no one forced you to do anything. I highly doubt Dave came behind you with a gun to your head and told you to do it.
No, it was one of my clones that did that.
Well, I mean, it was on the old channel that I used to be with on Derailed, and I was convicted for. I wasn't convicted killing Betty White, but I was convicted of besmirching a community's. What was the word they used? Like it was like their mascot or something. So I was guilty of that, and I had to do 20 punishments or something. Like,
I think it was 10, but whatever.
It felt way more than 10. I mean,
dude, it's a trial for you to get out of your seat. Like, of course, you're going to consider that punishment. So,
but granted,
damn,
dude, that wing, I totally forgot about that because I finished that one. I thought I could continue, and then it kicked in. It was like, oh my god, I had to run and drink milk immediately.
All right, I will be right back. I'm going to check on something. I'm going to check on my clothes, actually, because I'm washing my clothes at the moment. So I will be right back.
All right.
What? I'm going to give you, but I'll give Costanza something because, I mean, you can't expect everyone to, bake or cook a pizza, made pizza. I mean, obviously a hand.
No. You're not getting there, Casey. The fact is, this guy's going to criticize. First of all, I'm talking about him criticizing you, but he's certainly criticized me, and he's no one at all to even begin to criticize me, of all people, when I put the receipts out there. And unlike what Mello thinks, but yeah, you can see how well I cook and the variety of meals that I can cook and bake, because I love to bake. and the guy will criticize me, but still not even be able to produce anything close to what I do. So for him to criticize you, that's like low hanging fruit, which he can't even compete with, because okay, the microwaving of the cold McDonald's. Well, actually, no, you're even bigger than that. You don't microwave cold McDonald's; you eat it cold. Like that's commitment. Okay, it's kind of gross, but again, it's not like you made that. You just chose to eat it in that manner.
I
But
still get razzed because
as you should.
I got when I got that big takeout box. It was like the huge to-go box. You just order that and go. And on the whim, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch a movie. And because I just happened to drive by and I was been thinking about it, and yeah, I let that box of McDonald's sit there through the movie, and then went home and finished. Oh, once I finished it, I had some that day. So
That's still disgusting. If you don't eat that stuff immediately, it just
well, I hear if you do air fry McDonald's, that actually tastes pretty good. So
gonna make me vomit. But again, we're talking about how Costanza is just not the person to be criticizing anyone when it comes to cooking, because stop raping your keyboard there, thank you. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
what?
Listen to this guy fucking type. Sounds like he's spastic.
I'm not typing anything.
No, it's fucking what's his name? The other dude.
I don't hear anything.
The Den of Tims. Okay, then
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck is on your. I know it's not you, Casey. I'm just saying that I hear this guy typing, and I heard him type before. And it sounds like he
Oh,
sounds
I
having his seizure.
kind of hear it right there now.
Dude, it sounds like he's dancing on the fucking keyboard.
Well, I also didn't hear all those clapping, like those.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your connection or your ears, but again, to summarize, since you want me to apparently to wrap it up, yeah, Costanza, you are in no position to be criticizing Casey when it comes to cooking, or me for that matter. And you gotta grow up, put on your big boy pants, and stop making things in the oven and actually cook. Add ingredients together. You're supposedly Italian, or you fucking Jersey Shore Italian? You're like, hey yo, I'm Italian, but I can't even speak Italian. Let's go to a restaurant and buy, some Thai fusion. It's like, are you Italian? Can you make fucking spaghetti al dente? Can you make at least some sort of meat sauce, or maybe fettuccine alfredo? I mean,
Well, I'm half Italian, but I don't know how to speak Italian.
no, but he's full Italian, supposedly. And again,
I
he drives a Mustang. I mean, he probably wears a wife beater, and listen to this guy fucking rape his keyboard. Like, dude, relax with the cockswax. At least mute yourself.
But
Please.
Are you
You don't
referring
hear
to
that?
me?
Yes, you. Who else is
Oh, no,
fucking
that's
like?
my dogs.
Oh, so
I
it's
didn't hear.
honestly, it sounds like you're just typing away furiously at your keyboard in a sexual
No.
manner. That's why furiously. But yeah, that's your dog. What the hell is your dog doing? Is it typing on the
Scratching.
keyboard?
It's scratching.
Scratching.
Yeah, they're scratching themselves, all 9 of them.
You got 9 dogs?
Yep. Well, 6 of the original 17, I should say, actually.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Things you learn.
But
Anyways,
I mean,
Costanza, go fuck yourself. How about that? I'll conclude with that. Costanza, you can't cook for shit. You can't talk to Casey about cooking, and you certainly can't talk to me about cooking either. So either step up your game, show your actual cooking, learn something, or fuck off, and stop chirping Casey about the cold McDonald's. Okay, that's my job.
well, I mean, for me, like cook stuff. I mean, a lot of times I'll do like breakfast.
I never
I
said you
don't-
couldn't.
Hold on,
And he's
this-
wrong to, and he's wrong to criticize you. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, do you not getting it?
isn't it one time didn't you say I didn't cook rice properly?
No, that's certainly the fact. You didn't.
No, the rice I made came out perfectly, and
Right.
I finished the bowl off. That's how good it was. Like,
Okay, there, Bullfrog.
oh no, and not only that, my mom actually said she liked it. So, are you gonna say she lied to me about my rice that I made? I mean, dude,
Mothers do
I'm
do
the-
that for their kids. They will lie to them just to make them feel better.
okay, but I
No,
mean,
that's
I'm not gonna lie about my taste buds, though.
No, but
I mean-
okay, again, I'm defending you, God damn it! Why do you keep coming back at me? Again, I've never seen fucking Costanza even post rice unless it was bought at a fucking Chinese store or something. But like, at least you cooked it. I've never seen him. Cook rice. And again,
Well,
if you can't cook rice, there's a problem.
I'm like, Dave, this is fucking hysterical because Casey's attacking you for defending him. I've only seen this story play out one other time.
well, we do have Costanza in the chat.
Well,
so-
Dave, I think
know
you
he's
learned the
there.
lesson. Don't defend Casey because he'll just attack you instead. Instead of getting a thank you, like, hey, I appreciate you defending me. No,
Yeah, and
no, you
Costanza says
attacked me
I
for this
don't
one
microwave
time.
McDonald's. That's the lowest form of cooking. But Casey's never microwaved his McDonald's, to my knowledge. She's just
Oh, we got a special guest. We got Tex under Texifier. So,
What's up, bitches? How's everybody?
hey man, what's up, dude? I didn't really expect
Well-
you to come in. Where you at,
I-
man?
Sorry, it's a college football day. I got to watch my Aggies beat Mississippi, and I'm watching the faggots from Austin lose. So go Dogs, one night only. So I'm making a beer run right now, so you have me for a few minutes. And if I drop off, I'm driving on the back road, so forgive me. But don't let me impose on the conversation. So please continue. What's up, Dave? What's up, everybody?
what's up?
I put the link into the chat, so I'm trying to convince Costanza to join, so we can have this little bit of debate.
What's is Costanza still chirping about steak sauce and shit? Is that what he's
Yes,
going
that's
on
another
about, or
thing.
what?
That's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up.
Here we go.
There's this guy's is guilty. This guy's literally guilty. The equivalent is like war crimes. Like the shit that he says about food and how it should be eaten. Like and Tex, you live at the steak state basically. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you guys have this just plethora of great meat there and know how to cook it proper. What are your thoughts on what I believe is an abomination, like A1 or HP sauce, which they say is supposed to be, in quotations, steak sauce? Now, why would a steak
Okay.
need a sauce?
Steak doesn't need sauce. You need salt, pepper, maybe a little garlic, or a little like seasoning, maybe at the most. That's all you need for steak. But that's beside the point. Okay. I know A1 says steak sauce on the bottle, but you don't fucking use it for steak, you idiots. If you put it on something else, if you want to flavor it like it's a steak. Steak sauce is great on many things, but if you go to a steakhouse in the great state of Texas and say, "Hey, can I get a bottle of A1?" The waitress is liable to stab you in the jugular with her salad. So I would not recommend that. And any steakhouse you do go to in this great state that hands you a bottle of steak sauce for your steak, number one, you're probably one of those faggots that orders it well done, which you need to be shot too.
Yep.
But
Spence is one of those faggots.
Well,
But if that aforementioned steakhouse allows you to put that steak sauce on that steak, that place needs to be shut down and burned and salted, just as an example of fuck you. So that's how that works.
Texas Roadhouse is a fast food joint to an extent.
No,
That's
Texas
not
Roadhouse
a-
is not a steakhouse. Texas Roadhouse is a generic chain that they use the name Texas to make Yankees think, "Oh, we're Texans now, yeehaw!" That's what that is.
I gotta thank you,
I'll say-
Tex,
I
because
tell-
you
I tell people
you
that I-
explained something right now that it's like I could see clearly now after you said that. It's like now I understand the whole purpose of this supposed steak sauce and stuff. I never realized
Yes.
that it
Yes.
was really just to make things taste like steak.
Steak
as
sauce
opposed
is
to
a
what you would
seasoning. It's
You
not
would
meant
take the
to.
name from it and say,
It's
"Oh,
like
this is
a-
added
Yes.
to."
So it's like ketchup
Yes.
or mustard in that sense.
Yes, it is a steak sauce is a flavor enhancer to other things. Like let's say you're doing hamburgers, right? And you want your burgers to kind of taste like steak, but all you have is ground chuck. Well, guess what? You pour a little steak sauce in your meat. When you're mixing it together, it gives it a delicious flavor palette, kind of a smoky thing going. It's not meant for a fucking steak, you morons. But
Well, like I tell people, I hail from Waffle House, so
Right in lightning.
I wouldn't have a horse in this race. Although I gave advice to a
Oh,
friend of
no.
mine about cooking steak, because he wanted to know what I knew about when it came to cooking Waffle House. I said the trick I learned from a Rockstar Grill Up, which is like the highest you can be before you become a manager, was that you take your meat weight and you drop it on the grill. You prep your steak and you cook the hash browns. Toss the steak up on the grill, drop the weight on it, flip it over, make sure both sides are brown, and serve it. And there's your medium rare steak.
okay, well,
I'm glad.
I
you
love
brought that-
Waffle House. I am a true Southerner. I have ate my fair share of Waffle House.
Waffle House.
But
a lot.
Waffle House steak is like the ass meat of like the rotted cow that they couldn't sell. That's what Waffle House steak is. So just know that ahead of time.
Oh, I already know. I was the only steak that quote unquote steak I like there was the cheesesteak, which used to be the ribeye steaks that they would sell.
That's
And-
funny.
One more pro tip: don't ever eat Waffle House sober. That's one of those foods you eat at 3 a.m. and the cook must be a felon and he must be smoking while he's cooking your meal. That's
So
one of the
basically,
truths.
so like a
Old
Denny's
Mark
then.
method.
Pretty much, yeah. Like the guy, like he doesn't need to have open sores on his face, but he must be smoking a cigarette while he cooks. So
Well,
that's the rules.
I'm glad that you guys brought up Waffle House because I recently stumbled across about Waffle House training video. This is like how they do.
I've seen
the-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched
With
this like
the-
a half a fucking
Not
dozen
With the
surprised,
jelly
I'm not
packets.
surprised Casey looked that up for some jack off material. You know.
Yeah, the pull drop method.
Casey
Homie-
considers McDonald's commercials clown porn. So what are you gonna do?
Pull
it's all
means
good.
you pull your
Oh,
meats. Drop
God.
means drop your hash browns, and then you mark your plate with the objects, the condiments that are supposed to go with
Yeah.
the plate.
That's what I want to bring up is their
Yeah.
code system with the plates. How they these are for the people who can't read a ticket, so they have
Now-
a code.
If you can't read, I don't want you making my fucking food. How about that?
No, Casey, you're dead fucking wrong. If the waitress can't read it, there's a huge fucking problem.
No,
No.
it's the cook.
No, the cook-
Hold on.
can't-
Did
No,
you guys
let me
see that?
explain. Let me explain. I was a grill up. Let me explain. The chef has to know, the grill up has to know how to read that ticket. The point of them calling it out is so that way the waitress can quickly make her order, go get the next order, make her order, get the next order. Repeat, repeat, repeat. That's why it's a fast food restaurant. Just consider it good.
Tex, did you notice
If the
that?
cook cannot read the ticket, there's a
did you
huge
notice-
fucking problem.
Well,
Tex,
but-
did you notice
What's up,
did you notice that screen that Casey had just a moment ago said that you don't have to call it in, like the waitress doesn't have to call it in to the chef unless it's rare or medium rare. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on, those are the proper fucking ways of fucking
Yeah,
cooking it. So
so
if you're not,
Once again,
Yeah,
this is
I
Waffle
would-
House.
anything above medium well is a criminal offense. And if you hand me a medium well steak, I'm going to tell you it's over fucking done. Depending on how hungry I am, I may or may not eat it.
no,
That's
okay,
a medium.
but yeah,
Medium
we all know
rare
that.
is your ideal steak.
yeah, we know that. Like at least we should. That's the
Right.
proper. That's why I said the proper way. But here's the thing, though. By the way that they're structuring it, they're basically saying normally whatever comes out is going to be well done, unless they tell us the only way it's going to be flagged is make it rare or medium rare. That should be the automatic for all steaks, unless somebody wants a
No,
blue.
because, no,
Unless
that's because
somebody
of
wants the
food.
blue, because that's a special thing. Then
Right,
there
well-
should be that exception. Because you know what? In my restaurant, nothing will be served over medium rare. Get the fuck out of my
Right.
restaurant if you want it fucking
Oh, yeah, as
medium
it should.
well or
I-
well done. Get
Well,
out.
again, that
I
comes
sign off on
from
that,
the,
and you will have my visit. Now, I
I'm
do
gonna
have to
say-
ask, Casey.
That's
Casey,
because
when
of
you
two
order a
things.
steak-
The state that you're in,
On.
the state laws when it comes to food and health, and you also got the FDA and the USDA.
Fuck the government. That's what I say. I'm like,
And
you
because
mistake
of the
now.
laws,
You know
the
what?
steak
I'll
is
trust
supposed to
I'll
be.
trust a butcher that dropped out in grade 8 and knows fucking his skills, as opposed to fucking the government.
Again, you have to follow the law whether you like it or not.
Fuck the
And,
law.
And
It
in
is
a
what it
country
is.
where you can feed them what you know is better, I know that I'm getting good quality fucking meat, and I can taste it.
Well, but
I'm not.
hold on, let me-
I'm not listening to any laws of a country where the Democratic nominee for president got 0 fucking votes. Fuck your fucking laws. That's what I got to fucking say about the fucking law.
But I'm pretty sure Tex was going to ask what I would order my steak as.
Yes, when Casey's Raw goes to a steakhouse, how do you tell him you want it?
Now I choose medium rare.
Okay,
Why you
So
say
you've
no,
learned.
though? No, but
because he used.
I used to, as a kid, I would order it well done. But
until you were how old?
I don't remember.
You of
That's like
course you
asking-
know. When
But-
did you say, "Hey, shit, I'm eating it like crap"? Maybe I
Was
should
it
try
within
like
6
normal,
months ago,
like a
Casey?
grown up?
It's longer than 6 months ago.
A year?
10
No,
years?
I would say when I turned adult.
And that's around when for you?
Okay, 18, 21. What are we talking here?
I would say
33,
18-ish. 18.
18. You know, Casey, your mortal enemy aren't just grammatical words; they're numbers too, dude. Like you've got 2 fucking nemesis.
But I'm saying
He can't even say that word either.
I'm just saying now that I know I was wrong, that medium rare or rare is the better way to go. I mean, if anything, the highest you go is medium, but I say medium rare.
No. Medium rare is the highest we're allowed to go. That's as medium is.
Good with me.
That's kind of pushing it.
But I like to bring up this code system they got for the Waffle House. This is how people prepare their orders for you for Waffle House. So the Den of Tim's, he can explain what's going on when this code system. So watch this.
All of our egg breakfasts are automatically served with grits and white toast. A customer may choose to have a biscuit or possibly wheat, raisin, or Texas toast instead, and can also substitute hash browns, sliced tomatoes, or oatmeal for their grits. Let's start off by marking.
We don't
an order
serve
scramble.
oatmeal, by the way,
Simply
anymore.
place a right side up jelly pack.
What?
We don't serve oatmeal anymore. We got rid of that about right before the pandemic.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
I don't remember oatmeal but on there, but it's been forever.
Vertically in the bottom position of the plate. The jelly pack represents 2 eggs, which we call an order, and the location of the plate tells us that they are scrambled. With the plate marked like this, the customer is getting an order of scrambled eggs with white toast and grits. If the customer would rather have hash browns, you simply add a few shreds of hash browns to the plate. For tomatoes, instead of grits, simply add a slice of tomato, and for oatmeal, instead of grits, simply add a napkin with a brown sugar pack on top of it. If a customer wants their grits to be served in a bowl, you would indicate that by placing a napkin on the plate, as all bowls on a plate must be served with a napkin underneath to prevent sliding.
Did they teach you this when you went
No,
to...
this is a much older video, because the newer one, if they say grits in a bowl, then you put a napkin. Otherwise, you leave the spot empty for grits. And the hash browns, like I said, is sprinkle. Tomatoes, you get 3 slices unless you request more.
This is real?
Yes, this is the bowl drop mark system. This is what Waffle House uses. It's why your order gets out so quickly, because it's called in a certain way. Pull means pull your meats. Drop means drop your hash browns. Mark means mark your plate. What are you making?
Well, let's go ahead and continue.
In this order, if the customer wants wheat toast, we simply flip the jelly pack over to indicate wheat.
Oh, good.
We
Georgia
use a
scored the touchdown. I'm happy.
pack of apple butter if the customer wants raisin toast.
I love how using different, like, grape jelly and, like, jelly packets are, like, certain type of orders, you know, like grape jelly is 2 eggs scrambled that you put it down here in white toast. I was like, I don't understand. Why couldn't you just read the ticket? Why you had to go through this whole...
So the point of doing this system, the point of doing it is so that way the cook can already have the order going instead of having to read the ticket, mark everything, and then go and pull the meats, wash his hands, put new gloves on, start the next part of it. He's already made his way to making your eggs, getting your hash browns done, your meats done. So by the time you go to call the next order, your first order is already ready to go. A properly trained chef and waitress will get your order done in roughly about 5 to 10 minutes.
I
Yeah,
can do the
but-
same thing, and it's been done for me at restaurants, and I don't think they had this sort of fucking convoluted system in play.
Oh, Dave, that's just the beginning. It gets worse.
If the customer wants a slice of Texas toast or a biscuit instead, mark the eggs with a jelly pack and place a slice of Texas toast or a biscuit on the plate to remind you that they prefer to have Texas toast or a biscuit instead. Some folks like to have their toast unbuttered or dry. In this case, we have a special mark to remind us to hold the butter. Easily enough, it's a butter packet underneath the jelly packet like this.
Yep, and you serve it to the customer to let them butter in themselves. That's what they teach
So
us.
what if-
You slather on butter on one piece of the toast, mash the two together, cut it, send it on the plate.
If a customer wants double toast, easy. Mark the eggs and then put an additional jelly pack beside the egg marker to indicate the extra order of toast, like this.
You don't do it
Now
like
that
that.
we've-
Now you just stack the two on top of each other.
Learn some of the basics for marking eggs. Let's look at some other variables to keep in mind when marking egg orders. While most customers order 2 eggs, occasionally a customer may only want a single egg. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked and then place a ketchup pack below it. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked and then place a ketchup pack below it. Here you can see that I've marked a single overnight breakfast. In other cases, a customer may be hungry and might want 3 eggs. To mark a triple, you'll mark the eggs with the jelly pack in the appropriate position and include a mustard pack below the jelly pack. Here's an
So-
example.
It's a lot of work there.
Like I said, 5-10 minutes. Because
Yeah,
when
but
you see
you're
a
wasting
properly
your
trained
time.
one
Like,
do it,
oh, I've got to
it's
arrange
done.
these packets and stuff. It's just like, just read the fucking ticket.
Again, this is how Waffle House has been doing it since the 1950s.
Yeah, and there's other
originally
people
started
that are
out.
running more successful diners and they read tickets. So, but hey, you do you.
Well, I mean, again, Waffle House has been around for how long again? Because
So,
success is not really a problem for them.
This goes on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
because there's a lot of stuff that isn't cooked now that was introduced then.
So this is just
Let's
the
read the
tip.
ticket.
Of how to mark a triple scramble. If the jelly pack indicates 2 eggs, then how might you mark the plate if a customer wants 4 eggs? That's right. You use 2 jelly packs stacked on top of each other like this. Here's the mark for 4 over medium. One of the most popular ways to have eggs at the Waffle House is scrambled. So let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs. The mark for our signature scrambled eggs with cheese is simple. First, mark the eggs as scrambled like this, and then simply add sliced
What?
Already not simple.
pieces of cheese. It is important to remember that the customer gets 1 slice of cheese for each egg. So if the customer wants 2 eggs, they get 2 slices of cheese. To make this a triple scramble cheese, you add the mustard pack below the jelly pack to make it a triple and add a 3rd slice of cheese. You also
Here's the kicker. Watch this part.
want to tear off a small corner of the cheese and place it on the top of the marker to help you remember that it comes with cheese.
That's
If the customer
ridiculous.
wants their eggs
Seriously, like, oh, you're so stupid. You gotta tear off a piece of the cheese that's staring you right in the face there on the plate and just put it on the packets there that are balancing and they might slide, but yeah, just put it on there, remind you that yeah, there's cheese.
Like,
So
God.
again, this was the older version. The new version, they tell you tear off a corner of the cheese, put it on the packet, throw it in the, because they have little cast iron
Do a little
skillets
dance
that they
and
cook the
sing
cheese
a
in.
little song.
And what you do is you cook the eggs, you dump the eggs into the cast iron pan, then you throw it on the grill, you mix it quickly together, and then you throw it on the plate. No longer do you put the cheese on the plate. You just tear off a little corner, set it down, throw the cheese in there, set them up.
I think tearing off the corner is the worst part. It's like, there's cheese. Why are you doing that? You ruined the cheese slice. You ruined the cheese slice by doing so.
well,
Because when you're cooking $1,500 in less than an hour, sometimes
care.
you need a reminder.
I don't care. Again, read the ticket. Just fucking read the goddamn ticket.
Again, that's not the cook's job.
It is now.
No, it's not.
Next question. Hey, keep going, Casey. We got to see more of this insanity. Oh,
I
just
got-
put a cheese. Just take the corner off the cheese.
I do got a question though. Do you reuse the stuff to remarket later on, or you use that on the orders?
No,
I mean-
so what we have giant metal cases of them that sit up at our cooking station, and we grab a marker each time. Everyone gets a fresh jelly packet each time they order with eggs. Each time.
But what about the markers? Do you use the marker as what goes out, or what?
The mustard package and ketchup packets, unless the customer specifically wants that, goes back in, but the jelly packets go out unless the customer specifically says they do not want jelly or butter with their toast.
Well, I'm more worried about the cheese and like the tomato, the hash brown, and the biscuit right here. Like,
Well,
are
Dave,
they-
here's the thing. Waffle House got me a $6,000 drum kit. So there you go.
Get
Well,
yourself a
this-
MILF. It'll be 12,000.
Well, I'm just asking, like, do they use this product right here on that order? When
Yeah,
they're done?
that's a biscuit. So what you do with the biscuit is you put butter on the inside of it because it's already pre-cut from the night before. Put butter on the inside, throw it on the grill, flip it over, cook it for roughly about 2 minutes total, and you throw it on the plate. There you go.
No, I'm talking about the markers. Are
Yeah, you
they-
put a biscuit right there because that biscuit's going on the order.
Okay. All right. Just wondering if they were going to reuse these again and again and again.
No, you don't reuse. When you put that on the plate, that's going to the customer.
Okay.
This
That's
example,
my,
You create. That's why they teach you, because you create a new marker each time.
okay. Because I was just curious, like, do you keep the same markers or
No,
does
you
go
marker
out.
each time. That's why they teach you this, so that way you hopefully remember it. But they also give you a little labels on the side of the heat intake from the grills, because the grill set at so the meat grill sits at 400 on both sides on the small one. On the major one, it's 400, 475, was it 400, 375, 350. 350 cooks your hash browns. 375 is for cooking toast, or if you need to cook hash browns there. And the 400 is for your meats if it's just one cook working that night.
Let's go ahead and continue.
Scramble light, so they're a little runny. Mark the scrambled eggs and include an upside down mayo pack to indicate light.
Oh yeah.
But if it's right side up, you
Remember
got to
to remove-
consider that the moon is in Capricorn,
No,
and that the
if
tides are coming
the
up.
mayonnaise pack is upside, that means you got to cook it burnt. Yeah. Ugh. You have no idea how many times I've gagged at it. Ugh.
I'm not
The
not
mark-
gagging. I'm just sighing as to the decline of Western society through such,
Well, good. This has been around
Well-
since. Well, the marking system was made in the 1970s, and that was even more complicated then.
That'd be interesting to see that.
I
astounded
actually
by
used
the
to have the
retardation.
manual that taught you how the 1970 system went, because it's a hell of a lot different than today's.
Bam says, "What a stupid system."
Yeah, I mean, it works. Waffle House makes how many millions per year?
that's
So they're doing something fucking right.
Let's go ahead and
logic is
continue.
skewed. But yes, please.
Marker before you take the plate to the customer.
Make sure you remove the
Scrambled
meat.
well eggs
Yep.
are similar, only you turn the mayo pack right side up to show that they want the scrambled eggs to be cooked well.
Burnt. It's burnt. Don't let them lie to you. It's burnt.
Next, we'll look at
Yo,
how to mark
Casey, you can
overlight.
pause it for a
over-
second.
What?
Figured it out, people. For people in the audience who are clearly able to understand this, and not so much for people on this call, other than myself, but I figured it out. I figured out what's the deal with all these fucking packets and why they're stacked and done in a certain way is that clearly the people that they've been attracting for these 50 plus years can't read. And as such, chances are Waffle House is taking advantage of them by, paying them less than they're worth. And again, that's why they can't read the ticket, because they just can't fucking read. So Waffle House basically hires bottom of the barrel, lowest of the low, Tommy NC style, and takes advantage of the fact that they can't read. So they just created this other method using symbols and packets and cheese corners, right?
That's partially the truth, actually. That is partially. There is another factor you're not considering. Felons. You know that joke about Waffle House and fights? I've actually worked with quite a few like convicted felons of fraud and whatnot when I
Oh,
was
that
working at
doesn't-
Waffle House.
Well, that doesn't.
Well,
shock
that's why they're making millions. You were like, oh, they're making millions a year. Yeah, they're taking advantage of their fucking employees and employing, unemployable scum, and that's why they can save so much money.
Cassandra,
They're probably
I can tell
getting
you
some
right
money from the
now,
government
almost
too.
every Waffle House I know, if you go there and the cook's not doing what they teach you in these videos, that manager will fucking lose it on them. I've had that happen 3 different times. And I've seen some of my coworkers, they didn't follow it, and my manager would get pissed off, and he'd be like, so what? I got the order done. She goes, but it's not the Waffle House way. He goes, but I still got the order done.
Text is hilarious in the chat.
I didn't even see text drop out. I was.
Yeah, I
watching
saw it, and I wanted to say something, be like, is text okay? I'm glad at least he's able to text in the chat.
But let's go
Oh,
ahead
so
and
Bam,
continue.
Bam is
Yeah, they
confirming
get-
that currently
They get a lot of
said-
they get a fuck ton of incentives to hire those who are
No wonder they
felons.
no wonder they're making a profit, because it's government welfare. We have that shit up here in Canada. All these companies like, oh, we made a profit. Yeah, but 70% of your profit came from taxpayer money.
felony
you,
drug
that's my
mates, yeah. Tor, yeah. I worked with like 3 fucking people who were convicted of dealing drugs, but they would never tell me what exactly. I was like, "Are you really? Yeah, you did it in fucking Michigan."
Tour Capture
What am I
says
gonna do?
there's like Denny's in Ontario, Canada. They hired felony jail drug mates. Interesting. I did not know.
Well, wouldn't you think most fast food chains does this anyways? Because I mean, it's like it's like
Not necessarily. It really just depends on the chain. Waffle House often goes for those who are either in school or just getting out of school or convicted felons. The other one that usually goes for like school people is, well, at least here in Georgia, is like, what's the name of it? Chick-fil-A and McDonald's. Those are the ones I've seen that gets a lot of like the high school people.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying too. Like McDonald's or fast food, they're usually getting kids that are in high school or just got out of high school or people who just got out of jail, need a job, and maybe old people.
Was it like, because the little thing that I also didn't talk about with Waffle House is that when if you work there for roughly about 15 years, you can retire there and live off of the stock that Waffle House gets, and you get a portion of it every week. So if they make $10,000 a week, you get $1,000 that week, plus the pension you get from the government. I didn't bother to mention that, and they also pay for your health insurance as well. So free health insurance on top of that.
Let's go ahead and continue.
For medium and over well eggs. An order over light is marked with the jelly pack on the left side of the plate, like this. An order over medium is logically right in the middle of the plate. And an order over well is all the way to the right side of the plate.
Dude, if you thought this was bad, wait until I tell you about the bacon. Wait until I tell you about the bacon. You're gonna fucking love this. And if you thought the eggs was bad, get ready for the waffles.
Oh god.
Waffles will drive you fucking crazy, because it did for me for the longest time. Especially when the damn waffle iron breaks, or if your waffle gets stuck to it. No, done bacon doesn't begin to describe it. The bacon's so fucking burnt that I swear to God, I fucking made aliens. I could make aliens out of it.
Hold on. Costanza says, I swear I saw order tickets at Waffle House. Well, yeah, they'll write it down, and then they'll read it out, and then I guess they start marking them.
Yeah, so how it works is it starts with a pull. They'll go pull, and then it's one. One means an order. Let's say one bacon. One bacon means 3 strips of bacon goes on the grill. Or if they say pull one steak, that's one sirloin that comes out of the pack, or one T-bone. And then when you're saying pull, that's when you tell them what the steak is going to be cooked to. You don't wait until they mark it, because at that point, the steak's probably going to be burnt at that point. You tell them when they pull it. Then when you get to the drop section, if there is a drop, you tell them drop, say 2 hash browns. Well, that's 2 big scoops of hash browns that go on the grill. Or if there's no hash browns, you say no drop. Then you go mark. And then you mark, say, over medium with hash browns, smothered, covered, chunked. Meaning onions smothered, covered, cheese, chunked. You add ham to it.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk Duke real quick, so go ahead and continue. So I'll be right. I got you. He's signaling me that he needs to at least go pee. So
no, I'd rather not continue watching training videos that I fucking had to spend 2 goddamn weeks paying attention to.
I don't want to miss it because I'm enjoying watching it. So just
oh my god.
Unreal. Go take your dog to take a piss. It's sad that you watch this, Casey,
and enjoy it. That's the thing that gets me.
I don't even know how you could watch this. Why don't you watch somebody cooking something? No, it's like you're watching somebody plate packets It's not even like they're placing food on there. It's like, look how beautiful this and delicious this looks. It's like, here's a
Ugh.
packet of ketchup.
Ugh.
Here's a
Oh
package of
God, Cassandra, what the
mayonnaise.
fuck's wrong with you?
Hold on. You don't like their code system? I love their code system. I mean,
To be honest with you, while
No, I
in
don't.
theory it makes sense, it actually can get very slow, especially when you got $1,500 that just suddenly walked in the door, which that happened to me
$1,500?
multiple times.
like, was that like a full house or something?
$1,500 doesn't begin to describe a full house. A full house is usually like $4+ grand.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go, like I said, go take your dog for a piss and think about this justification you're trying to make for this video, because it's again, like, are you jacking it
Wonder-
while you watch this? Because it sounds like it, Casey.
You wonder why I kept wanting him to stay on Review Tech USA, because he had told me about wanting to watch this video, and I was like, no, let's not do it. No,
But again, weren't you going to do that on your own show? Why is he like trying to take your thunder there and make it all about him covering the story? He can always call into your show, can he?
Sometimes I've been reorchestrating how my show works because I've been making a lot of changes to how the Discord server works, and I'm trying to readjust how I record the show.
Well, the bottom line is that nobody's really interested in that topic here in this channel, from what I've seen. And Casey was adamant.
Yeah, I thought it, to be honest with you, I thought it was kind of weird that he covers it, because I figured it would be mostly about wrestling, everything, given like the name of the show.
No, he should be again. No, it should be also about video games. And I've got some stories about video games that I was going to bring to his attention, but I do find it comical that when he started the show, it's like, there's not really much to talk about. It's like, motherfucker, there certainly is. And
Well,
it's
well,
better
no.
to talk about that.
I have no idea, Tor.
Plating packets of mayonnaise and mustard in a certain way, because if it's upside down now, it's burnt, and it's just like, you find this fun?
No,
Yes.
I don't find this fucking fun at all. I hated this because this
Oh,
made my brain fucking melt,
So
but I had to
Casey-
memorize it.
You
Right?
took your dog out already? That's it? You're done? Or were you just like, you couldn't leave? You're just too stuck on what we were saying about you?
I
Oh,
literally
he-
saw him walk
he
from the
went-
camera, take his headphones off, walk to the door, walk back around, walked around, I guess opened another door, shut another door, came back, sat down, put his headphones on.
No, he went out and peed real quick. I mean, I kind of hurried him after he took a giant leak, but he peed. That's what he needed to do. So, I mean, it's not like I had to go through like 10
How would you
doors.
feel if someone heard you taking a piss? You should be able to take your time and get it all out.
Well,
How
he's
dare
good. He's usually a good boy. Sometimes, if I know if he's gonna snoop around, then he probably needs to go poop. But he didn't. So
I could teach you the egg marking system in like 2 minutes here. So the bottom of the
Nope.
plate, scrambled eggs. If you set it to the
Wait.
very right hand side, that's over light. Over
Yep.
means in the middle. Over well is on the left hand side. The top of it's sunny side up. There you go. That's all you need to know about that. You
no,
put a
I
ketchup
got-
packet if it's a single, mustard if it's tripled, and then you use the mayonnaise packet to determine how well the eggs are supposed to be
And
cooked.
then if you hold the dish on an angle and you don't look, the packets will slide, and then they'll get the wrong order.
Oh yeah, I've had that. I've actually legitimately have had that problem where a waitress hit the cutting board because you put it on your cutting board where you cut the bread and everything. They hit it and they moved it, so I had to reset everything and then get back to cooking.
It's like, hold on. What?
That was
I
just a
don't-
lucky guess for me, but that system is very flawed if that could alter an order.
So let's go ahead and continue.
Doneness for the eggs increases from left to right. Let's look at the
The
last few
doneness, I
types of
forget
eggs
about
available
that.
for the Waffle House. We refer to sunny side up eggs simply as up and mark them by placing the marker up on the top of the plate like this. Occasionally, a customer may ask for their eggs to be basted, which means they're partially cooked on the grill. The mark for this
You
is
don't
here
cook them on the
just
grill.
below the-
So again, going back to the reason I keep saying this is a very old video is you don't cook eggs on the grill anymore. You have a 2-eye system that you use pans to cook in.
I don't
This
think
video
anyone
was probably
here-
made in the early 2000s, if I had to guess.
And Casey, are you gonna watch this entire thing, or are you gonna
Probably
maybe-
because it's a 20-minute fucking training video.
Yeah, but like
Well,
I think we understood the premise of how stupid
No.
it was like
No.
10 minutes ago.
Nope. We gotta know the whole. I mean, just in case I want to work at Waffle House, I need to be.
I'm going
trained.
to tell you right now,
Well, I'm not
Casey.
gonna
I'm going to
say
tell you
that.
right now. If you go to work at Waffle House, this is not how they're going to teach you the system at all. The system has changed quite a bit. If you want to know the new system, you listen to me because I've worked with the new system.
I don't
This
think
is the
anyone here
old
wants
system.
to job at Waffle House.
Yeah, even I don't want to fucking go back to
Casey-
Waffle House, and I worked at
Casey
Waffle
knows the
House.
trades, you know.
Well, I'm just
I
wanting
think
to
he
train
needs
to make sure maybe my field will crumble one day, and I need a good, training for the future. So
This
I
will
mean-
not give it to you. What part of this will not give it to you? Do you not understand?
I just want to.
I feel like you're trolling me right now. Because I've talked
No.
about how much I worked at Waffle House.
Let's go ahead and continue.
up egg position. Poached eggs are another less common order, and these eggs are made by cooking the egg whites and yolks in boiling water. The mark for poached is between the scrambled and over medium positions. Sometimes a customer may not want the toast, grits, or anything else other than their eggs. These options are
No,
very
when you
easy
say
to
you
mark.
want to, Bam, when you say you want to quit Waffle House, you walk up to the manager and you say, I quit.
Do you leave the ketchup bottle upside down?
You really struggled to say ketchup, Casey? Really?
Well,
Yes, he did.
Ketchup. It's ketchup.
I know.
You're not even on
out.
fucking. You're not drinking tonight. You're not fucking smoking weed. Like, what's going on here?
I think he did drink. I think he drank a lot before he started this stream because he was kind of slurring his words when we were talking earlier, which is why I think he wants to do this. Yeah, see, there's gotta be some whiskey in that cup of his. Guarantee you. Someone needs to get a breathalyzer on him right away.
No, we all know he drinks Zima.
Here, I'll mark an order over well, hold the grits.
I'd rather see some
Notice
food.
that I used a
I don't want to see just packets. Tell me what it looks
9-inch
like.
waffle plate, but still mark the eggs the same way as if it were on a platter. This slightly smaller plate is a visual reminder that the customer doesn't want grits. Can you guess how to mark those same overwell eggs on the side? That's right. You'd use the same marker, only you'd place it on a small plate to remind you that they do not want toast or
Oh my
grits.
god.
Yeah.
Finally, if a customer wants to hold the toast, you simply place a butter knife on the plate.
Now, if the customer has brown hair, be
These
sure
rules
to
hold the
put
grits.
the fork on this side of the plate. But if they have
Thank
blonde hair,
God.
put it on this
Thank
side
God.
of the plate.
He fucking no, fucking no.
Grits, hold the toast, and on the
So,
side.
Tor,
apply
real
to
quick,
all egg
pause
orders,
this.
This is
including
Tor-
torture.
Tor, let me explain something to you. You don't understand the kind of people that come to Waffle House early in the goddamn morning when they want their bacon so fucking burnt. Like, so burnt that, like, it was a hockey puck. I could have threw it at somebody and be Batman. Like, I'm Batman. Bam. I was like, how burnt they fucking want it.
See, but that's why the standards of America have gone down. Is restaurants tolerate people asking for food that is just overdone. Sorry, you eat it at its appropriate temperature and consistency. If you don't like it, get out.
It's like, because like there's some people that like if the bacon is just a little not wiggly enough for them, like to the point that it might as well be raw, they like get mad and start throwing a fin, demanding a free plate, and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Well, I've seen the videos of the fights at Waffle House. It's well renowned.
Oh yes, I actually almost got in one. Funny enough, because the bastard spit at my waitress and threw food at me after I cooked him free food.
Well, I know.
What color was he?
He was in his 30s. He was drunk.
That's not what color he was. That's what I was asking.
He was white.
I don't.
He was a big fucking, and I'm not a big white dude. He was a skinny little bastard that had tattoos all up and down his arms. Looked like he wanted to be a wannabe gangster.
YR? Oh man. YR was at this guy's fucking Waffle House.
Well, it was to do you one better because then this motherfucker decided to take his best friend's face and smashed it into my jukebox like a jackass, and that was $2,000 down the drain.
Ooh, poor jukebox.
AJ's trying to. Oh, there's AJ. What's up, man?
What up, man? How about them dogs?
I was getting kind of worried when Texas started scoring.
The dogs right there on Casey's chest.
I wasn't worried about them dogs at all. We whooped that ass right away.
Yeah, when I walked into my uncle's room because he's was watching the football game. When I walked in, I saw the 20-0. I went, I think Georgia's gonna win this game.
Is that Casey?
What?
Somebody's fucking making noise. Is that your dog, Casey?
Oh, he is licking my arm.
No, I hear it must be somebody else.
Calling me outside. My headphone, my Bluetooth speaker is fucking attacked. I'm
That's
smoking
not
cigarettes.
sound.
He looks like a good boy.
Well, he's licking my cut.
Oh,
so
not a good idea. What breed is he?
he's a dachshund.
I used to have a dachshund. They're adorable
Well,
pups.
He's actually a dachshund.
Does nobody hear that feedback?
Yeah, I hear it as well.
I hear it too. Yeah, humming.
Yeah, that's coming from AJ because it ain't coming from my end.
Wow, that's nuts.
Is that one?
I don't hear anything, but
You're killing me, Casey, because it's fucking killing me.
Like,
let's go
if
ahead.
you look, it's coming from AJ's end.
Oh,
Okay. Hold on.
I
Let me
can-
come back.
Yeah, AJ does sound like you're having audio issues. So
It might be the
sounds like
Bluetooth system he's using.
His phone is speaking in tongues.
AJ, why don't you come out and try to come back in? All right.
You may have asked yourself why I made sure to keep the jelly packs vertical when marking the egg breakfast. That's because if I turn the pack horizontally like this,
Oh, come
on!
on!
For an omelet.
Oh yes, I forgot about that part. I legitimately forgot about that part because then now when it comes to omelets, this gets even better. Let me tell you how fucking crazy omelets get.
I don't
and how
want
much
to
I
know.
hate them.
Casey, I'm not.
I
like,
hate them.
I'm
I
getting close to
legitimately
the end of my
hate
rope
fucking
here.
making omelets because the
I'm not sure if
motherfuckers
I
would
can,
stick to the damn pan,
keep
and if
going.
you didn't grease them right, the motherfucker would. Like literally, one time I went to flip
No,
an omelet.
dude,
half of the
nobody
damn thing
cares.
split and hit the wall.
Nobody cares. Literally,
Like
nobody.
motherfucker, I hate them so fucking bad.
What are you saying, Dave?
Nobody cares about this. Like
No one cares. It's funny.
you have an unhealthy obsession with plating, whatever this system, this godforsaken system that they're doing here, which would just be solved if people would read the ticket. And it's just like now they're fucking turning packets to the side. I can't tolerate this much longer. I'm gonna have to drop out because like, I mean, maybe you like this and stuff, and it's your type of porn, but
I'm
like, I'm not. I'm not digging this in the slightest.
I'm not gonna
Neither
lie.
am I.
I'm not gonna lie. It's making it funnier with you guys' reaction. That's what it is. So
I
it's
got.
like-
If you want funny reactions, I got plenty of videos you can watch that are better than this.
I think that it's like it's so crazy having this code
It's
system.
a fucking fast food restaurant that has a crazy marking system that just so happens to work for them. Who cares?
I mean, you don't see McDonald's doing this. You don't have
McDonald's has a completely different cooking system, and all they do is they make hamburgers. That's what they're known for.
No, they don't. They make so much more, and to the point where there's stuff on that menu that shouldn't be there. Wraps? Get the fuck out of here with your fucking ethnic wraps. Get out of here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't get it.
Salads?
Burger King ain't much better.
Salads? Motherfucker salads at McDonald's? No.
Oh yeah, that made me laugh my ass off on that one.
Well, I'm hearing actually the salads are actually
Look, McDonald's been around since the 60s, and they're fucking a world power,
Actually-
basically. So get out of here
actually
with your
longer.
fucking Waffle House.
Well, actually longer than that, if you really think about that. But
The McDonald's we know now has been around since the 60s, but the actual restaurants themselves were around when in the 50s.
I thought you
Yeah,
guys
but
were
it
getting-
wasn't.
I
it
thought
wasn't-
The movie The Founder gives you a pretty good idea of how they became the powerhouse they did, and it was not because of the food.
No, it
because they
wasn't. It
leveraged
was because of the strategy that they used for business.
Yeah,
and
the
that-
property
and
tax.
you're the one who is coming to the defense of Waffle House. Look at this. Well, this great strategy that they have in the kitchen makes the millions of dollars a year. Well, McDonald's, like Casey was saying, doesn't have this strategy in the kitchen, and they make billions a year.
Again,
So
property tax.
you-
You
you
see,
can
again,
stop
if you
with the
knew how
whole,
they if you know how they make their money, then your
defense of,
argument is
Waffle
invalid
House. Again,
because
you're
they
not
don't
even
depend
getting
on the
paid by
food.
these guys
They
to
depend
endorse
on the
them,
property
and you're still,
taxes.
playing
For
decent
example,
football,
if you want to open up a McDonald's, you got to have $45,000,
Nobody
and then
cares.
you got to take the property that they tell you to work at. Then you got to pay them a royalty every month,
that
plus
is
the
true.
food that you have to
Again,
order
this is all
strictly
just
from them.
deflection and excuses. Again,
Well,
you're
Again, it's
doing
how
the
they make their money.
you're
Waffle
basically
Houses
doing
depend on their
commercial
food,
for Waffle
not
House.
the property taxes. And near are they on
That still has-
franchises? The
that has
majority
no
of Waffle
bearing.
House places are
Again,
owned by
you're
the
shifting the
corporation,
goalposts now.
not by now. McDonald's, on the other hand,
What's
only
up,
owns
Casey?
And you're not
14%
addressing what was
of
in it.
the entire restaurants in the entire world.
Hold on one at a time.
One at a time, people. One at a time. God, you can't hear anything.
Dave,
What's up, everybody?
what's up, AJ?
What's up, AJ?
Hello, mate.
So, AJ, I mean, I thought people were going to
What's
get a kick. I figured people would get a kick out of this code system from Waffle House. I mean,
Waffle House is where fucking the Walmart Americans go. Come on, we know this, Casey. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, like literally.
Hold on. Waffle House is not that bad. I like Waffle House.
Have you
I've
seen the
been to the
videos
one. In,
fighting in it? Yes, it is.
yeah, they literally have a video of Kid Rock fighting somebody at a fucking Waffle House because he was drunk.
Yep.
Well,
I mean,
someone
seriously.
I think someone made a video of wrestlers, like WWE wrestlers, having a fight in the Waffle House. Like,
Why
they
am I
made
not
it-
I
surprised
seen
by
that
that?
infamous one. I seen that one infamous video of the one waitress. I guess somebody threw a chair at her and she fucking
Yeah,
threw it back and all
the,
shit. All hell broke loose.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It happened not too far from where I live.
Right.
Because what was it? The customer was arguing with the waitress. She got mad because the order wasn't appearing to her liking. So she picked one of the fucking metal chairs, threw it at the waitress. The waitress blocked it, sent it back. Lady tried to jump over, and that's when the waitress went and beat her ass. And that's when the chef got involved. Because during the nighttime, if the manager's not there, the chef is the manager of the store.
That makes no sense.
This is where someone photoshopped John Cena in a Waffle House right here.
And now John Cena goes into attack.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw this video. Hilarious.
Yeah, that's the infamous one.
Yeah, those metal chairs hurt like hell, though.
Oh, duh. I mean, come. Like,
If I
getting
remember,
hit-
like the ones we have at my store, they're not made of aluminum; they're made of steel. Those are aluminum. 'Cause those are the newer. Those are the newer ones.
bites. Let's see. Got this one right here. That is 4 minutes right here.
I used to have the meme. I don't know where it is on my phone, but it was where there should be a fighting game about Waffle House, and someone sent it to me, and I said they better make that a real thing. Waffle House Ultimate Fighting Club is what it was called, and I was like, they better make that a fucking real thing. I would play the hell out of that on a live stream. I wouldn't care.
Bro, what the going on, bro? Hell no.
Yeah, that's the chef right there. That's the second chef.
What they doing, bro?
Okay, we don't need a narration. But
Oh, what's going down, son? Oh, you wildin', guys. Oh,
It's like, call cops. Man,
I could see Casey getting a white sheet with a piss stain on it and fucking chasing all the black people out.
Oh, come on.
Jesus.
You know this gotta be the bad side of town when all this is happening.
Obviously, it's the ghettos.
Or
Also,
it's like late at night and they're drunk, you know? That's what I'm thinking. It's either the bad side of town or this is very late at night. But
now it's either confidence or stupidity that huge sow of a female is standing on top of those stools there with such little support. So she either gives a lot of confidence to the quality workmanship of that seat that won't collapse under her impressive weight, or she's just an idiot and doesn't even think of the repercussions of her weight. But look at that monster.
Let's be honest
those
here,
chairs,
Dave. Look,
they're meant to easily swivel so you can easily get out. I'm surprised it didn't just spin and take her out. Because I've seen that happen before, where a customer tried to hop on, the chair spun and sent them right back out. I got yelled at by my manager for laughing at him.
Come on, I mean, let's be honest here.
And
Look
she
at
went in.
Shanae and Shaniqua over here. Fucking fat ass can't even fucking stand on the table. She falls on her fat ass.
Yeah, it went over and probably into the sink from the looks of it.
why are you gonna
Oh,
step
I'm
up
gonna have to
and-
give that dive only a 4.5.
out of 10?
Oh, trust me, it's not just Democratic areas to do it. Out here in the Republican side of town, I've seen similar shit like this go down.
I'm talking
I
about
love
the dive off the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that was a fail.
Different.
That was more like she just flopped, like belly flopped.
Oh shit! Oh my god, throw the plate!
Oh, bro. Oh, fucking bro.
Casey's in the corner just eating his food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where am I when this is happening? This is entertainment. I'll be the guy recording this shit.
Casey,
I-
you'd be the 5-year-old underneath the table.
I would have
freaking
probably
out.
taken my plate and moved outside and ate while watching. No, I wouldn't let anything
Yeah, just-
interfere with my meal.
Just sit on the hood of your car, get your camera out, put it in your pocket, and just
I'd be
recording.
standing with the plate in my hand, eating and watching.
I'm waiting for the Glock or somebody fucking pull out a gun and start shooting.
No, you're not supposed to have guns at Waffle House, and they tend to be
Well,
very good about
It's
making sure you
ghetto.
don't have
That's the
guns.
reason why. It's ghetto. That's the reason why I
They
said
probably
that.
don't have anyone at the door checking for guns. I mean,
Right.
Usually, no, not at nighttime. Daytime, early morning towards the evening hours, they have a what they call a greeter.
and he pats
Oh,
you.
you mean a Walmart person?
He basically is you're not supposed to touch the customer, but you're supposed to basically look them up and down without them realizing it and look for visual signs of a weapon.
Wow. You know what?
Wow,
that's
that's
really the
sad.
American dream. That basically you go in for a fucking breakfast
Yes.
and they need
You're getting
somebody at
eyed
the
down
door
by like 3
supposed
different
to
employees.
look you. Yeah, that certainly spells success there, and I'm sure that the plating method is to do with that. So
Well, come down to Waffle House, you'll see. That's all I can tell you.
See, I've been to Waffle House at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've never seen this.
But you live in Oklahoma, Casey. You live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I'm about to say, I highly doubt shit like this is going down in Oklahoma.
What, tornadoes do this?
I'm
Why
probably
is that?
skeptical, but I doubt it.
Why is that? Are there less blacks in Oklahoma than other places?
Less stupid people.
Well, I mean, there's barely nobody.
know
Yeah,
what?
let's be honest.
You know
There's
what?
only tornadoes.
You know what? I'm going to agree with that. I think there are less stupid people in Oklahoma. So
Oh, that's your code word for it. Okay. Got it.
Oh yeah, you won't say that now,
Wink, wink.
Captain Mass Club over here. Wink, wink, with your fist-stained sheets and your burning plus signs.
And look, they took your suggestion and record from the outside.
Yeah, I'd be doing that and fucking eating from the plate. Like I'm not gonna be in there, but I'm not gonna fucking lose my meal.
No,
Right.
definitely not.
Because mind you, they're charging like $15 for a decent plate of eggs. I say decent in quotations. Plate of eggs, toast, and grits. If you want hash browns, you're looking at more. An average meal there is probably going to cost you about $17 here in the U.S. Last time I ordered from there, like the cheapest I got was like fucking 12.
I'm going to have to be a little upset. Look at all this trash on the ground, and there's some trash here.
Well, go clean it up, Casey.
I mean, I know they're having a big brawl, but that does not mean you have to have a dirty restaurant, you know? I mean,
Yeah, the night crew is usually the one that's supposed to clean all of second shift's bullshit up, plus their shift, and then set everything up for the first shift. It goes
Look,
like
if you,
this.
if you love Waffle House so much, why aren't you fucking there right now?
I hate it fucking working there.
Nth degree.
You don't understand how much I hate it working there.
All right, then why are you taking so much pride in describing this stuff?
Who said I was taking any pride? I'm just
You are.
describing it as I
You are.
normally would.
Okay, guys, you can keep playing.
I thought you were talking about me. I thought maybe you're talking about me. Why am I not at Waffle House doing this? Because, I mean,
I
I'm the
highly
one who-
doubt you would be able to fight. I'm just saying. I just don't see it.
Like I said earlier, it'd be Casey be hiding underneath the table while eating his food, while all these,
watching
people,
are trying to kill each other.
No, I think
I
I'll be
spilled the gravy on the floor. Oh, fuck it. I'll lick it off the floor anyway.
I can see that. I can legitimately see that.
Casey's like, "Fuck you guys! Give me some more of that gravy."
Yeah, Costanza wants me to play his version of the
We have to.
No, I cannot play that.
Why not? That shit is funny.
Oh, bam! Go
You
cry
even
me a
said it was
river.
funny.
Anyhow.
You said it was funny.
It says the N word right in there, so I can't.
Really?
play
How
it.
many people have said the N word on this fucking stream? A lot of people have.
I'm not.
I was gonna say show.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Yo! Hey, all y'all need to start trading. No bullshit. So y'all got like that.
Just notice the sign right there that says "text to get a career at Waffle House." Like, doesn't that just sound advertising to see this?
Man, come on, man.
It looks like a customer just dropped a gallon of milk or half gallon of milk.
Half
Are you
gallon.
gonna drink it, Casey?
No.
Ugh. The only reason I go to Waffle House now is to get my favorite kind of chocolate milk. That's it.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my God, bro! You wildin'. Yo, chill. You about to go to jail. Chill.
Oh, she's already gonna go to jail because they film everything, and when the manager comes in, the cops are gonna get called.
That's already assault.
Snickers,
I mean,
please.
they're already through chair. That's already assault. Minus if she was one of them that was behind the
And those
counter.
employees are getting fired. I know for a fact those employees are gonna get fired.
Well,
Yeah, everybody in that whole situation is going to not like their life.
well, I mean,
Oh, that's cool.
who started the whole thing? Was
With
Custer?
Waffle House, it doesn't matter. They treat it the same way as Six Flags does. If you try to defend
Casey.
yourself, they fire you, and sometimes they'll
Casey.
fine you too.
Don't you know what's going on here? It's black on black hate crime. Come on.
Oh,
Shout out to the
This is
Snickers.
one of the
Shout out to the
craziest fights
Snickers.
we've seen inside a restaurant.
And now they got the narration going.
yeah.
Here are the details because we need them. In the footage uploaded, an employee
I will be back in a little bit. I got a couple things to do real quick.
Alrighty.
I wanted to know the reason
we
why they
definitely-
fought. What'd you do?
What?
Yeah, keep going, Casey. We're enjoying this. Me and Dave are enjoying this.
Hold on. What, you wanted to see this part right here?
Yeah. Hold on. Did they say why?
Alright. I'll go
It
back.
asked the women to leave, but they seem to have escalated. And okay, so they were straggling and making noise. They'd already finished their meal. She wanted to make room for new customers and clean up, and the four
Loaded an
bitches
employee
didn't want to leave. That's what I
There we go.
summarized. All right, if you want to move
Oh.
on from this, that's cool.
appeared to ask a group of 4 women to leave the
Four
restaurant, but that
slobberknockers.
seems to have just escalated a volatile situation into a full-blown slobber knocker, wrote Dexerto. The video
Slobber knocker.
Yeah, it's certainly the South if they're using that word in a fucking newspaper article.
Casey, how does your dad say it, Casey?
Slobber knocker. Like who? I mean, the only person I ever heard slobber knocker is JR.
Is your dad?
Yeah, that's the only person I've ever heard it say.
Yeah, I never seen it in a freaking news article call it a slobber knocker. Like who's like? How can you take these people serious if that's what you're gonna type in there?
Oh,
appears
hey,
to show a
hey,
person
Waterhead
hurling
Casey.
a
No,
middle
nobody
Waterhead
takes
Casey.
media
Hey.
seriously anymore, Casey. Come on,
Waterhead
What?
Casey. Add text.
Casey. Nobody takes the media seriously.
Oh, my
seriously
bad.
anymore anyways, you know.
Sorry, Tex.
Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry. I was rude.
Am I
That was,
delayed or
I'm a little
something?
drunk. No, we were just actually talking over you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm a little drunk.
I said nobody trusts the media nowadays, anyways. So
Sorry,
that's
Tex.
true.
I didn't see you down there. Plus, I
Hang on, Casey. Is this live footage of the blacks in their ethnic state chimping out like normal, or is this that oppression Olympics I keep hearing about that takes place in Atlanta every year? What is this footage of? I'm curious.
Whoa! We were talking about Waffle House, and it went from coding of the plating of the orders to fighting
No,
in
well,
Waffle House.
I've got a better explanation, Tex. Basically, every month there is that time of ovulation
First
where
of the month.
again the females of this species are in
Yeah.
heat, and when confronted with competition, they begin acting wildly.
Yeah,
Is that-
and then they go back to they fall back on their more natural instincts, and therefore the chimping out happens. It's this footage could be on like the Learning Channel as educational documentary stuff. But
We got to
What,
get that
what,
hashtag
fighting or-
starting. Chimping
Are
out.
you saying-
Hashtag it.
Are you talking about the fighting or the coat? The
Yeah, I'm
plating,
talking-
the code plating.
I'm talking about the ethnic folks doing what they do best. These people wonder why they get followed when they go into a mall or a store. This is why right here. This is the reason why all of our stores nowadays have everything's behind glass because 13% of the population likes to quite a bit of the crime.
Hey, Tex,
But
except the sunscreen.
or that and work boots. Work boots are safe from these people. They've never stolen a pair. But that's beside the point.
See, I can understand you go to Walmart and where they have the makeup all locked up because I've seen where women will take like the lipstick and they'll put it like they'll rub it against something of the
Casey, I went to Walmart 3 days ago to buy a USB cable. It was behind glass. Some jackass with a GED he looked like he was 3 days stoned. Had to come over there and unlock the case for me to get a $10 USB cable. This is what we've reduced ourselves to.
Well, you think that's bad?
It's sickening.
I went into one Walmart and it was in the bad side of town, and I was like, you know what? I needed new socks, so I went in where the socks area was, and they had it behind glass. I was like, hold on. So I called someone to come over here to get so I can actually get a pack of socks, and they're like, and
I'm not shocked.
And they're like, "Are you about to check out?" Like, no. Like, I still got to get other things I want to get. And like, well, we're not allowed to open this until you're about to check out. Like, really?
Isn't diversity grand?
Casey, I got an idea. You should start filming everything you do. Like when you go into a Walmart or a fucking anywhere. Just do live streams and see if you get any action.
Last week, whenever I went one of the times I went to go see Terrifier 3, I was sitting in a big theater, like a full size, like a couple hundred seats, right? Whatever. There was a row of about 8 of these people. It might have even been the same people from the video you just played. They were so loud, you could not hear the movie over them. I'm sitting in the back because, I know operational security. I don't want anybody behind me. And I yelled down, would you please shut the hell up as loud as I possibly can? And it took them turning around and looking at me, knowing I was serious, for them to fight their basic instincts and, be decent in public. But it's just, this is the group of people we're talking about. But, this is also the group that, they're the victims. But what are you going to do? So it's all good, I guess.
I did when I was out worked this week, and it was break time, first break. And I went in and I saw the news, and they were talking about the Democrat side where what's affecting. I mean, what's for the black man? What's affecting them? And they put like number 1 is the economy, and number 2 is the inflation. It's like, hold on, what?
That's everybody. The fuck are they talking about?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, why are they just cornering just black men? Like, what about the rest of America?
They're using victim. They're using victim bullshit propaganda.
When you've got a group of people that for 4 generations plus they've been raised to be victims, they don't know anything else. This is what you're dealing with. Go back to what LBJ said about him. He meant every word of what he said. So there's a method to their madness.
Well, I just thought it was stupid because I was like, why corner just them? Like, what about the rest of America? I'm like, I mean, like,
Casey, you're white. You don't matter in this country anymore. Unless you're foreign or colored, you don't matter no more. You didn't know that?
Yeah, that's a damn shame. We need to be like fucking Russia and fucking all these other countries that are like, fucking white nationalism, instead of this fucking, we gotta be a melting pot. No, it is true.
No, I mean, I just feel like it's the media saying this stupid shit. Like, why is it gotta be like it should be like what's affecting America? Like, yeah, the economy is horrible. Or I mean, I really don't know if the economy is bad or not because I'm working. But
Oh my God.
How do you not know
Are
that?
you serious?
Look at your
Do you not know?
look at your bills every month. Compare
No,
your
that's
bills
inflation.
this month to
Inflation is horrible. That's what that is.
okay.
what-
And do you know what causes?
And you do know that is
Oh my
involved with the economy, right? Like that's an
Oh,
intrinsic
Yes,
sure it
part of
is,
the
and I know
economy.
with
it's a symptom of it's a symptom of a bad economy.
And
It's
also,
the main symptom of it.
and your
there's no.
salary could be a lot higher if they weren't bringing illegals, artificially depressing
Yeah,
income.
I agree. And
Have you ever been told at
yeah.
your work that you're not going to get a cost of living raise this year? Have you never heard that?
I heard of that, but I've been and since I've been at this place, I already got $4 raise. So
Right, but when gas is twice the price, what's that $4 raise worth? Because it bumps you up to another tax bracket, which means they take more of that money, and on top of that, it costs more money to buy the same stuff that you did 4 years ago.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I went to Walmart a couple weeks ago, and I got a big grocery cart full of stuff, and that was about $2.50 right there.
That's
And I'm like,
nothing.
no, I mean, and it was like, God damn, and like, I mean, yeah, I'm like, thank God for my inheritance. I mean, I was able to coast for a long time, and yeah, I splurged a lot. Honestly, if you look behind me, yeah, I splurged a lot, but I was
Yeah,
able
those
to.
Chinese knockoffs.
I liked them.
Now,
Like,
okay, now, since you, okay, I have to ask. I know you voted Democrat in the past, but I do think it's fair to say you're not a dumb voter, but an uninformed voter. You kind of vote by what the news tells you. How are you going to vote this year?
if I was going to vote, I would vote for Trump.
So that means you're voting for Kamala because they're going to steal your vote. That's what that means.
That sounds about right.
No,
Oh, no, I'm not saying that as a diss to Casey. I'm saying that's what happens. Even if you don't like Trump, if you don't use that vote, it is going to be stolen from you.
I'm not gonna vote for because what party, and I'm not even like, yeah, I was registered as a Democrat, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be voting just because of that. But like, I'll vote for who I think should be the better president. I already know from
Oh, and that's you're right.
and like watching Trump for 4 years, minus the time when during the pandemic, that was not his fault. I mean, we were going through a pandemic, so you can't blame him for that. So, but before that, our economy was doing good, while Joe Biden,
Right.
all that guy did is like the second he got in office, he's like, well, we're going to do is stop the pipeline and cost thousands of jobs.
He flooded this country with illegals. He cost us money.
Yeah.
How could you, even just on an economic basis alone, how could you not vote for Trump? I don't want. Okay, all cards on the table or on the table. I'm not even a Trumper. I hate his stance with Israel. I hate that he bows down to those tiny hat wearing goblins over there. That drives me crazy. I am strictly voting Trump for economic basis, and he's as close as we're going to get to a nationalist in the White House.
Yep.
That is the only reason I'm voting Trump.
Amen to that.
He's really the lesser of two evils.
Yep,
honestly.
basically.
You're right. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Trump, give me 2016 Trump whenever he's coming down that golden set of stairs. Not 2024 Trump that is soft on, oh, well, we're going to staple green cards to college degrees. No. I don't want that. We need zero immigration. We can't handle. There should be a minimum of a 10-year ban. There should be a minimum 10-year ban on anybody new coming to this country.
Yep.
Minimum.
Especially now after the 4 years that they were like, "Oh, come on in. You don't need to learn our fucking
What did Joe Biden
language."
say at the Democratic presidential debates? Once I'm elected president, rush the border. It's on camera. The man said it. He meant it.
Well, yeah, I'm like, it's bad because, like, all you're doing is like costing the American people more and more money, and more jobs are taken away from us. Like,
If you vote Democrat in 2024, not only you're worse than a communist or a socialist, you just hate America. The land that birthed you. You hate this place. I'm not even a Republican. I think the Republicans are just as bad as the Democrats are. But you know what? It was a lot cheaper to live, and life was better
Yeah.
4 years ago, or during the Trump years, than it was during this Biden Harris nonsense.
yeah.
And that stupid idiot Tim Walz putting tampons in boys' bathrooms.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
thought that was a good idea?
I'll tell
Who
you,
thought that
Tex,
was a good idea?
I'll tell you,
Come on.
Tex. Someone asked me why I wanted to vote for Trump. I made, and the exact same statements you've made, I made. Well, not so much in immigration because I don't have an opinion one way or the other about that.
You should.
I'm all about economics. And I told him, like, here's the thing. When I was working in the pandemic at Waffle House making $10 an hour, which is like nothing here in Georgia, I was able to buy a $6,000 drum kit, paid off an entire loan with no problem, paid 2 credit cards off with no problem, and still had enough money left over to buy whatever the hell I wanted to eat for dinner that night with no problem. Under Biden's, I was barely able to afford much of anything. I was in constant debt.
Oh, yeah.
And now I have no job thanks to Joe Biden.
Oh yeah, like right now it's like, dude,
And
like,
getting one's been a fucking nightmare and a half.
well, like right now, like just it's hard to keep your head over water now. Like it's like if you want to stay above water, you have to work 2 jobs.
Yeah,
And
I can
You gotta
contest
work
that.
3.
I work 2 jobs and it fucking doesn't pay the bills. Are you kidding
You
me?
gotta do 3.
so,
And
like,
this is what I'm saying. 8 years ago, Trump years, we didn't live like this.
no,
We could live a quality life. Unless I'm not counting the pandemic and all of that crap that they did. Not talking about that. We were on the road to being prosperous in this nation again. But look at the filth. Now we're prisoners in our own country. But hey, if your name's Juan and you have brown skin, you can hop the border and we'll give you buku's amount of money. Here's a car. Here's a driver's license. Hey, go eat some ducks out of the park over there if you're a freaking Haitian.
Yeah.
And don't.
Well, Tex, I'll do you one better. Cassandra brought this up, and I was just thinking about it. The reason I don't care too much about immigration is I care about the hurricanes that have not only devastated where I'm at, but have devastated Florida, devastated North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
What can I tell you why you should care about immigration? Like, do you really want to know the God's honest truth? Why do you think? Okay, for 4 years, for 4 generations, the Democratic Party had their voting base. They had the blacks under lock and key. What are you seeing, especially with black males these days? They're not so much falling for that anymore. They're starting to wise up a little bit. So guess what the Democrats now have to do? They have to replenish their voting base by bringing in some more third world crap that has nothing, that literally lives off of the dime off of the Democratic Party. They own them. They can't vote against them. They're never going to vote anything that the Democrats don't want, because guess what? Everything they have is provided from them. If we don't win this election, if Donald Trump does not win, we will never win another one, because the Democrats will flood this nation with even more people until they have such a voting bloc that you can't overcome it. That's why you should care and want to get Donald Trump elected. That's why immigration matters. And that's just one of the points.
well, I mean, there's so much problems that was caused from Biden's office. I mean, I can't even tell you one good thing came out of 4 years. Like, not one fucking thing. Like, and like,
Oh no, the last 4 years have been real good if you're Ukraine or Israel, but you know,
Yeah,
Americans not so much.
Well, here's the other thing I wanted to bring up real quick. And the reason why, because this actually ties into that, is think about it. That money right now could be helping families and friends that I personally know who are being horrendously affected by the hurricanes. They got no houses. They've got no jobs. They've got nothing. They got fucking nothing. But $30 million is going to Ukraine to continue fighting that war. And these people can barely get any emergency food and supplies. What the fuck? That's my problem.
But, you know, hey, you know, Israel needs some more money for bombs for their war, so you know, Americans can't get a nickel. Sorry.
Yeah, you see why like I care more about the people right now who are being horrendously affected than I do about the wars happening in Israel or in Ukraine.
yeah, well, I mean, that should be their problem. I'm sorry if I'm going to sound cold, but that should be their problem. Why should it be our problem too?
Because we are using our federal government as the fucking Superman of police when that was never the intention of the federal government to begin with. But we've chosen to put people in power who treat it like that because they can make fuck tons of money off of doing that. The war machine.
Hey guys, I'm gonna fill you in on a secret. And I can actually use a wrestling term that y'all. It's called the New World Order. This is all part of the plan. Yeah, the NWO's in on this. This is all part of the. Literally, go read. I forget who wrote the book. Rules for Radicals. It was a book written that was literally dedicated to Satan. That basically the Democrat Party lives by. Hillary Clinton said it was her Bible. This is what's going on in this country right now. Just go read that book.
I was thinking more George Orwell's 1984.
1984 works as well. It's a 1984 is a fictionalized version of what we've been living in for since they put one in JFK's dome piece. So,
well, yeah, I mean, it's just been horrible. Like, I just can't. Like, that's why I can't watch the news because I'm like, it's just like it's never good.
I'm not asking you to like Trump. I don't like Trump either. Like I said, I hate his stance on Israel. I hate so many things that he does. But you know what? I would put on a MAGA hat right now and march in the street if it meant I could afford to live decently and have a life like I used to.
Hey, Travis, you mind if I quote a guy I know down in Florida?
Please.
The guy's name is Leon. You should check him out. The channel's called Words of Praise. And he made this statement on the live stream. And while me and him don't agree on the idea of having a government and how the government should function, because he's an anarchist and I believe in small government, me and him both agreed on this, that I don't care how much crap Trump talks because he talks a lot of crap. I care about the fact that if I put him in office, will he make it to where I can afford to buy eggs the next morning? Will he make it to where when I wake up, I can get a job, go to work, come home, do what I love to do, which is music for me, and come on, do a live stream, make a few extra dollars, next morning go to the grocery store and not be dependent on having a government food card to buy food, that I can pay for it out of pocket and still have enough money left over to put gas in my vehicle, put oil in my vehicle, and get home and relax. Can he make it to where I can afford a power bill by myself? Then I'm not dependent on my family or dependent on my lover or dependent on friends. I can be independent of myself.
Well, you know, it's like I said, I could give you 1,000 reasons why you should vote Trump in this election. And it's not because I'm a Republican. I'm not. I consider myself a far-right independent. I don't like the Republican Party. But I know what my pocketbook says. I know whenever I go to the store and the same groceries I bought 4 years ago now are triple the price. I
And
know
climbing.
something's wrong.
And
And not only
they're
that-
climbing.
And not only that, it's not just groceries. I mean, everything's gone up.
Oh no, you're
Like,
not. No, your utility bills,
yes.
cost of going to buy a pair of pants, everything, literally
literally?
everything.
Like even this apartment, I guarantee you, this apartment 10 years ago would probably be $300 cheaper than it's supposed to be.
Well, we live in a nation where we are overtaxed to the point we can't live anymore. The only tax that we should have in this country is a sales tax.
Yeah.
And get rid of property tax, get rid of income tax. The government shouldn't get a dime of that. I'll give you the baseline version of this, but just do a sales tax. So, what do the Democrats always bitch about? Well, the rich should pay their fair share. Well, don't the rich buy more stuff? Don't they go spend a lot more money than us poor guys do? So they're still going to pay more. We are literally going, if we go to Walmart and buy our groceries or if we go buy a television, whatever it is, we're going to pay tax on that, right? So there you go. There's your tax money. And the other way this plan works is we stop giving all our money to foreign aid to 99% of the world to go fight each other with.
Exactly.
If we did that, we wouldn't have to pay taxes anymore. Just saying. But
Well, not only that, but if we started doing more taxation on importing already made goods instead of putting that tax on the things,
that's
to
the
make them.
tariffs. That's the tariffs that got Trump elected in 2016 and what he's running on right now. That's exactly what he's talking about.
If we remove that and we put those in that place and we actually bring back the jobs, the manufacturing jobs, and we actually invest in the companies like Intel, AMD, and the Taiwanese semiconductor manufacturer, the people who make our products here in the U.S., we would be back on top of winning what we were decades prior.
Y'all need to go listen to the talks that Elon Musk has been having the last couple of weeks. He's been out
I
campaigning
listen to him constantly.
and he is, if Trump wins, which that's a different conversation. But let's just say Trump were to win and get in office. Elon's going to be a part of his administration. Is basically from the speech that he gave yesterday. He called it the Department of Government Efficiency. That is kind of what he would head up. And basically his whole job within the government would be to just trim the fat, which we got a lot of fat to cut. He's going to need a chainsaw to get rid of all this fat.
But it's not just him. It's going to be Robert Kennedy.
Right, he's got
Jr. coming in
RFK,
as
he's
well.
got Tulsi Gabbard, he's got Roger Stone behind him. He's got a lot of people. And I'm not saying I'm not saying Trump is Jesus Christ. Like I said, I'm not a MAGA worshiper. I'm not running around with Trump flags on my truck. I'm not one of those idiots. I don't like those people either.
I figure you would be, though. I figure
no, because it's like I said, if Trump wasn't bowing down and worshiping at Israel's feet as every other Republican does, I might consider it. But I'm a smarter person than the average MAGA, flag waving person. Like I said, I'm voting Trump because America was better under him. And I know it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than what we got now.
Oh, definitely.
I told
That's
someone.
Sorry,
Casey.
That's what I was saying before. It's like, I mean, the 4 years under Trump was great. While the 4 years with Biden, it feels like, oh my God, I just can't wait for this to end.
And it just kept getting fucking worse and worse and worse.
Oh yeah,
it's like
Right?
year
Well-
over year.
And honestly, I thought Bush George W. Bush was horrible, but
George
like,
W. Bush is a war criminal patsy of the same New World Order that I'm talking about, that the Clintons and Obama represent. He's in
but
that club. He's no
Indeed.
different.
yeah, but I'd rather have George W. over fucking Biden right now because
No, thank
No,
you. No,
no,
thank you.
at least
there's no
like,
difference. Okay. What's the difference in George W. Bush and Obama and Joe
actually,
Biden?
actually, there's a lot of similarities because when we were under
There you go.
we were our gas prices were like almost $4 a gallon at that time.
George W. Bush, just like Biden, is a warmongering centrist that does whatever he's told by BlackRock and the New World Order and everybody else. He's part of their club.
Well, see, I was telling someone, I would rather have Joe Jorgensen right now than Joe Biden, because Joe Jorgensen, yes, female, had the same similar, or at least
I'm
similar.
not voting for any woman for president. I'm sorry.
Well, listen to this one. The same gun rights he would get with Trump, and she had the idea of taxation on medical marijuana, meaning we would be free from prison, but it would be taxated, the drugs tax. And the idea is that they would start taxing the pharmacy that's making billions of dollars off of us to trillions every year. They would face a higher taxation on the medications that they're giving, that they're making hand over fist. They would face a higher taxation, and that money would come back to the U.S. pockets.
Well, I mean,
and that would help us a lot.
Hold on, I know a lot of times, like, isn't like moonshine where, like, the only reason it's illegal is if you don't pay, like, if you don't
have a license to manufacture.
That's the way it used to be, but there's so many people who have the license to distill these days. That's a way of the past.
Yeah, that's
And
only illegal.
even to this day, guess what? People still make illegal whiskey. It happens every day.
Yeah,
but illegal drinks and drugs are made every day. So what does it matter there?
But then also you have to, like, one of the biggest things is like, oh, you gotta make sure you pay your taxes or tax your moonshine. Isn't that one of them too?
It's taxes. Taxes are the reason why. There's many reasons why marijuana is illegal. For hemp, it goes back to the paper back in the day. That, like, so many things. But if you want to boil it down for the idiots, yeah, it's a way that the government's not getting $1. So
Yeah. Well, it calls back to the 30s when they tried to make weed the gateway drug to like marijuana and cocaine, even though there is no proof of that. They tried to make it racist. Then they tried to tie it to the black community, and that was done under the Nixon administration, which the Nixon administration was garbage anyhow.
We do got a question for Tex. How much would to pay for Tex to wear a Jewish hat?
Oh God, what do they fucking call him again?
Every Jewish shekel in the world. Every Jewish shekel in the world is what it would take. Thank you very much.
It's called a yarmulke.
Yarmulke, that's it.
In case he has one, if you don't know. I mean, come on, he is Jewish after all. Yeah, you were inside a Jew.
I thought he was Catholic.
No, he's a fucking Jew.
I am a Catholic.
I was
right. Casey is Jew adjacent because he's been inside of one before. So he's Jew adjacent.
Yeah, he is a Jew.
But I was raised Catholic though, so.
Now, is the Jewish side the good part or the bad part of you, Casey? Because that's what I'm trying to remember.
The good part?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Wait a minute, Casey has a good
part?
part?
I told you it was Jewish.
But, But it's crazy. But like, no, I wish we were still talking about Waffle House and plating the plating.
God, fat ass. You always
fuck
think about
no.
food.
I hate
Well, I'm about to get off anyways. I got stuff to do before bed. Y'all can go back to your nonsense crackhead Waffle House talking.
Hey, Tex, you still want to do a Halloween episode with me?
I don't even have time to do the podcast I normally do, so I'm gonna have to decline at this moment. So, we'll have to maybe do something later. So, sorry about that.
Oh, no need to be sorry. I've had so much bullshit happen to me that it's fucked up my schedule as well.
I've missed 3 shows in the last 2 weeks that we would normally do. So, yeah.
Ah, damn. I'm sorry, bro. That fucking sucks.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's life. It gets in the way. So.
Yeah, understandable.
Big deal.
I do appreciate you coming by, Tex.
Well, I figured, your channel's been dead for a while. I would help up your numbers a little bit by giving you my presence. So.
Oh, it's true. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, to be honest.
I don't want to bring this up, but I believe I'm beating Frank in subs right now. So.
Made up accounts. You're welcome.
But. How dead
do I need to hang on? Do I need to go back a few weeks ago where you literally typed in your own typing? I buy my subs. Do I need to get that screenshot? Because I'll do it. I'm happy to go pull that info.
Honestly, I can't about that. I'm like, why would I do that?
Man, I am.
Likely story sounds very Jewish.
I'll tell you what. Tex, I'm very close to getting monetization this year.
Well, that's good.
Because I'm at 436. I've got the
I'm
viewership.
way too.
I just don't have the subscribers.
I'm way too controversial. I'm way too controversial, and I say too many naughty things to ever get monetized on this communist platform. So, that would never happen for me. So.
Well, I also run a Patreon too.
For
that particular reason.
But I like to say, Tex, I did like on your Terrifier 3 costume you had on.
Yeah, you like my Arthur Clown? Yeah. I wanted to wear it for longer, but I cheaped out and I bought the Walmart $1.50 black eye makeup.
Yeah.
And my skin was on fire. Within 5 minutes of putting it on, I'm like, okay, I knew this is not going to last long. So I was fighting to make it last. So, I wanted to wear it for the whole show. But
Tex. Tex, stay right there real quick. I want to show you something.
Well, when you took your mask off, I kind of liked when you still had the eye black and everything on.
Yeah, well, that was me doing blackface. Couldn't you tell?
Yeah, that's why I liked it.
Actually, Casey, you were supposed to point that out, but that was actually my costume. I was doing blackface. I was just trying to get away with it. So don't tell nobody.
I'll have to tell Frank. I'm gonna tell Frank so he'll fire you for that.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, but you do what you need to do, Frank. So.
But no, I had to bring that up because I really like your costume, and I was like, "Oh my!" You actually dressed up while Jeremy didn't this time around.
I had the full Arthur Clown costume, the white and black suit and everything, but the costume did not fit. I put it on and it was like fat guy in a little coat to the extreme. It was too short. It was bad, dude. What's up?
Hey, Tex, look at my camera real quick.
Give me a second.
Oh, sweet. Let's see. Now, is that the 78 mask? Which one is that?
This is the H6.
Okay, so I was trying to tell. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've got the Rob Zombie's Halloween, and I've got a Halloween 4 mask. But I
I
think
love Halloween 4. I
I
love
think
Halloween 4.
I think my H4 mask has probably been eaten to death by moss and like decayed by this point. So probably
If you want to stay there a little bit longer, I've got a custom painted mask by my brother that he gave to me for my birthday, because this is the one I worked on. But if you wait real quick, I'll show you the custom one he did for me. And it's the Halloween. It's the Halloween 2018 mask, but it's custom painted. I'll be right back.
But yeah, no, Casey, that was but yes, so if you have to go telling me to Frank that I was actually doing a racist Halloween costume on his stream, I guess you do what you need to do. So I guess I guess it's only right that
I
you
love
tattle
doing the
on me.
cosplays on TikTok and everything, because that's where I gained a lot of my platform. Was not here on YouTube, it was on TikTok, and those people translated over to my YouTube channel because they saw the music stuff that I did.
Well, that's cool.
That's why I tell people TikTok's a great place to build a platform for your other channels. You just gotta ignore the trash on there.
Isn't TikTok the one that's owned by the Chinaman? Isn't that one platform?
ByteDance is the name of the corporation.
That's cool. Got like a pumpkin thing going. I dig it. That's cool.
It's like Halloween 3 meets 2018.
Right. Well, technically, both of those are, whatever. I dig it. Either way, I will say on the way out. Go ahead, Casey.
Before you take off, which one? Hold on, AJ. Which one did you force me to watch? Terrifier was it?
That was Terrifier. I think it was 2.
So what?
So was it the one with the? Wait, hold on, Casey, hold on. Was it the one where the chick was upside down and she got cut from vagina all the way down?
That was the first movie.
Well, no, we're talking about Casey. You weren't here.
Yeah, no, that was Terrifier 1. Originally, it was All Hallows Eve. Then it became Terrifier 1, Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3.
Actually, technically, the Night Circle came before any of that.
It might have been the first one.
That was the first movie, because that was at the very end, because the lead lady hits Clown upside the head as she escapes, as her friend finishes, and then he gets up, finishes cutting her in half, and then runs after her with the hacksaw. That's when he gets shot by the 2 officers outside, and he goes to the morgue.
What is Terrifier?
Art the Clown shoots himself in the head in Terrifier 1. Before the cops can shoot him.
Yeah, that's right. He did. I don't know why I thought the cops shot him. I may be thinking of a different one.
Cops have guns drawn on Art at that point, but he has pulled the pistol out from his ankle, and
So is Terrifier 3 worth it? Like, where would you rate?
I've seen it 3 times. I've seen it 3 times.
I've been told it's phenomenal by a friend of mine.
What's your favorite part, Tex? You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you my favorite? Fuck those kids. Let them fucking explode.
I don't have a favorite part. My favorite part changes from day to day. There are so many things in Terrifier 3 that are amazing. I will say is my favorite. Well, when it comes to Terrifier 3, I'm not going to say that you'll vomit. I don't think you're that weak, but I don't think you're going to enjoy how far Damien Leone goes in this movie.
Yeah, I've been told by Sledgehammer Horror, who did an interview with me. If you want to check that out, Casey, I think you'll like it. That's why I'm talking about building this little thing.
Well, when it comes to Terrifier 3, they literally, I went and saw the film 5 times. More people walked out in the first 10 minutes because of what happens in the movie than I've ever seen in a film.
Really?
Like, they legitimately got people. yeah, I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. But the opening of Terrifier 3 is so foul to some people, they literally walked out and left.
It makes me kind of want to watch it now. Like,
I'll send you the link, Casey. If you don't want to pay the money, I'll send you the link.
No, Casey, no, don't watch this on the stream. If you're going to go see this, you need to go see this with a crowd. Go to a theater and watch this movie. Half of the experience is watching other people watch what's on the screen. It amplifies it so much.
I think that's a good idea.
Reactions.
I think
Take
that,
Melissa with you. There you go.
Now, once you've seen it, you can watch it at home again if you want. But like I said, I was one of the first people in America, not counting festivals, to see this film. I went Thursday night on premiere night to see it because I wanted to see it early, and they showed the Ice Nine Kills music video. And
That was good.
Oh, I loved it. I mean, how could you not love Art the Clown ripping a baby out of a pregnant woman giving birth? That was tremendous.
funny.
And
Yeah, that was great.
did you notice who that girl was in that music video? She was the girl, Dawn, from the first film that gets hung upside down and cut in half by the saw.
Yeah.
Catherine Corcoran. Catherine Corcoran. I can't remember her last name, but it's
Yeah, you're
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
You need to go see Terrifier 3.
I think that is the first one I did. I think that was the one I was forced to watch.
Terrifier 1 still has my favorite
Hold
kill of
on.
all time.
Time out. Nobody forced you to watch Terrifier 1 or Hellraiser 3. Nobody. We said watch it in the dark. It's not like we put a gun to your head and said do it. No, this is before you. We know. Me and Tex did not force you to watch those movies. We suggested you watch
I
them
don't
in the
think I
dark.
was on the stream that night.
You were on the stream. You were on the stream.
Was it?
No. It was
I don't
me,
remember.
you, Tex. It was me, you, Casey, Joe Compton, and Kratos.
I don't remember that.
This poor master.
I'll take your word for it. But I have almost died since then, so I forgot some things. It's all good.
Yeah, we did watch. I did. That's why I was having a problem remembering which one because I remember
You watched two movies.
Yeah,
I will say, David Howard Thornton, the guy that plays Art the Clown, he has mastered this character. He can, he goes from doing the most vile things in life to going as childlike and lovable as possible when he meets Santa Claus. Oh my God. The scene where he meets Santa Claus, it's so funny. Like he looks at Santa Claus like he's a 5-year-old. Like, oh my God, Santa. It is a tremendous scene. It is.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I like how they had he played Grandpa Munster in the new Munsters movie. I forgot his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Daniel Roebuck from
I
Rob
like
Zombie's
how he
film
played Santa Claus.
plays
That was
Santa
great.
Claus in this movie. They have Tom Savini, another horror legend in this movie, and Clint Howard, another horror icon from things like Evil Speak and Ice Cream Man. He's also in that. He's the guy with the gray beard in the Santa Claus thing. So you've got your
Clint
horror legend.
Howard. He was also in. He was both in the 4th and 5th movie of Silent Night, Deadly Night series.
He's been in 1,000 horror films. He's one of the great character actors of our time.
I love him. He's fucking awesome.
You need to go see Terrifier 3, Casey. It is. I don't know if you'll like it, but it's something worth seeing. And like I said, go on like a Friday or Saturday night when there's going to be other people there. It will make it better.
I think that would make it cool seeing other people's reactions.
Actually, I would say wait till. Let's see. When is Halloween? That's on it's coming Thursday.
Thursday. Next Thursday. Not this Thursday. Next Thursday.
So I would go as close to Halloween on like a weekend night to see this movie. If
The weekend before Halloween.
Your best
go
bet
like
is
the
next
weekend before
Saturday.
Halloween. Yeah, I would go next Friday or Saturday, whatever time allows you. But go with people to see this. because it is amazing. Oh yeah, no, bring Melissa. Yeah, yes, bring a female with you. Yes, it makes
Yeah,
it.
because then you can
Yeah.
sit in the back row and get some dome while you're watching it.
I don't think she's probably one of those people who would enjoy Terrifier.
She won't be watching it. You'll be watching it.
I was gonna say,
I'm just saying.
you look at her. Take her to the movie. Look at her and be like, "Hey, baby, this dick's not gonna suck itself," and like put your arms up.
Or you could just do the old popcorn and the dick in the popcorn. There you go.
I just don't see her actually want to watch it.
Well, okay.
Just tell her it's a
Call
funny
up
clown
Hobo
movie.
Jim. Drive by 7-Eleven, pick up Hobo Jim, be like, "Hey, pal, we're going to the movies," and then take
Or
Hobo Jim.
Mikkel. Or you can go get Mikkel. There you go.
Yeah.
No, because if you bring Mikkel, he's going to mumble his way all through it, and it's going to ruin everybody's time. Don't bring
Oh, he's going to ruin it for everyone there. And me,
Right.
because it'd be like, Casey, what's going on? I was like, Mikkel,
Right.
I don't Mikkel, I don't understand what you're saying. Plus, I'm trying to watch the
leave
movie.
the crippled and the handicapped at home and go enjoy your movie. So, but no, you
Does
need
he have to leave the Casey
take somebody.
at home too?
Casey will never get. It's literally Casey is part of that word. He'll never get rid of those, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you need to go see Terrifier 3 with people. Listen, I don't think you're going to be a fan of the movie. I don't think you're going to like, oh my God, I love this movie. You're not going to be like me and literally have a shelf full of Art the Clown merchandise. But it's a experience that I think you should at least go see it so you can have commentary on it, I would say.
But you need to watch 2 though. You got to watch 2 though
Tex.
first.
Hey Tex, have you even seen the videos of Instagram where David's been running around as Art the Clown? This because I saw this one on Instagram.
Yeah, he went to Spirit Halloween. He went to a bunch of places. Yeah,
he went to this convention and he was Art the Clown. He's like, oh, and he sees this lady who's hiding next to her boyfriend. Like her head's buried in his chest. He walks over to her with the horn, honks it, and she jumps out of her shoes.
I think my favorite one that I saw, David Howard Thornton, because he was promoting the movie, he went to Spirit Halloween, and in the back of the store, they have the life-size animatronics of all the characters, and they have Art the Clown animatronic. Well, he posed in the place where the animatronic usually is and stood there for a really long time, and until new people came along and didn't see him there and was scaring the pants off of them. It was hilarious.
My
to
God,
watch.
that was fucking. I forgot about that one. That was hysterical.
I just added.
The other one I saw that was funny is when this one kid ran up and said, "Daddy," and he's like, "Not my kid, not my kid." You can hear him say it, "Not my kid."
What did you see, Casey?
I was gonna say I just added those little headline things. The one under Dave says "better than you," and under you says "microwave burritos will kill you." What?
Well, that was from our Thursday review of From Dusk Till Dawn, and that's the line that Sheriff McGraw says in the beginning of the movie.
Is that a picture of you though, right there, smiling? Yeah, I guess
Yes,
that
that's
is.
me.
I was gonna say I wasn't sure, and then I saw, looked up and saw the sunglasses. Like, that's you.
Yeah, no, that was
Tex. I'll tell you, you need to come down to Georgia for Dragon Con dressed as Art the Clown. I guarantee you, a lot of people will fucking love it.
I've seen footage of Dragon Con. It looks like a fucking party. I would love it.
It is. I've been there 3 times. Yeah, 3 times, and I have enjoyed it every single time.
I did date a girl that was from Georgia. Like, she lived here, but her and her family were all from Georgia. And I was told by her family that if I ever stepped foot in that state, that they'd try to kill me. So I might need to bring protection.
Look, you got a son of a wrestler, military and police backing you up. You don't need to worry about that.
I've got friends, and I exercise my Second Amendment. That's not a problem. I'm just saying I might need to prepare myself in case I'm noticed in the great state of Georgia.
Oh,
So.
don't worry. You don't need to worry about
But
them. They're
actually,
probably
on
some
that
fucking
note, and
rednecks.
this is on that note, and this is only a one night thing. I will say go Dogs for tonight because they beat those faggot Longhorns. So I will say that's what. But
Indeed.
you know, after I get off this podcast, you know, we're back to enemies again. But you know, they did a good
Yeah, go
job.
fuck yourselves.
So.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, you know, right now, hey, y'all did good. Like I said, for the night, I'm a Georgia fan. Tomorrow,
Yeah,
I'm back to hating y'all. So it's all good.
Well, hold
No
on.
worries.
Was it last week or so? Longhorns, were they playing OU or OSU last week or so?
Last
Doesn't really
week was
matter.
the
Your
Cotton
season's
Bowl.
over.
Last week was the Cotton Bowl. They played it at the Texas State Fair. They play that game every year.
No, it was the River. It was it was
Red River.
The Red River rivalry is at the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah. And it was against OU. So who were you rooting for? OU or
When it comes to the University of Texas Democrats, aka the Longhorns versus the Oklahoma Sooners, I root for like a hailstorm to hit the stadium and just rain the whole game out. That's normally what I root for. Because I can't root for either. So, what's up?
Hey Tex, before you hop off, I got one of like Art the Clown swinging around with the slinky glasses that have like the eyes that spring off, and it goes, you know you're a little fucked up, but you also know considering what you've been through, you should be considered clinically insane. It's all about the small wins.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Art the Clown is. I would say Jigsaw from the Saw series is the last last horror icon we've had in the modern decade. Art the Clown has risen to that level. Art the Clown is right up there with Michael, Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, all of them. Art the Clown is here to stay. So, Ash,
I would love to see Art
that's
the
what I'm
Clown
saying.
versus Ash. I think that would be great.
Well, the problem is Bruce Campbell's too old and too fat to play the role, and that's his words, not mine. So,
He's
that'll
coming
never
back.
happen.
He's actually coming back.
From what's been reported, he's coming back to voice Ash, not actually play him. They're doing an animated. They're doing an animated
series,
Evil
but I'm
Dead.
talking about movie. Apparently, there's going to be one more movie. If Sam Raimi directs that movie, he says he'll come back and be Ash one more time.
There's like 3 or 4 Evil Dead movies that are in progress. That doesn't mean they'll ever get made. But Sam Raimi has greenlit multiple Evil Dead films that could happen. So we'll see.
We will see, and it'll be interesting to see who they will pick to take the role.
The role needs to be retired. That's Bruce Campbell's. There's no replacing him.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sweepy. It's about my bedtime.
Sweepy. He's getting very sweepy, guys.
I need
he needs to sleep.
I was going to get off of here either way. I have to get ready for tomorrow. I got to work tomorrow.
Thanks for coming by, Tex.
I figured you would enjoy seeing The Mask.
I know, I dig it. It's cool. But either way, Casey, you know, you need to do the good American thing and vote for Donald Trump. Don't be a filthy Democrat this time. I forgave you for being a Democrat before. Just be a good boy and don't do it
trust
again.
it.
You don't.
I don't trust it.
Just saying. I know. Don't believe in Kamala Harris's lies and nonsense. She's not your
Did you
friend.
know
no matter
Casey
what
was white males for Harris? Don't you know that?
I thought Kamala, the wrestler, is dead. I mean,
well, Casey would go to a DNC rally with like a Kamala action figure, be like, "Can you sign this?" Oh wait, you're a different person. He would do something like that.
I can see that.
It was like, hey, or bring the Kamala face mask thing. It was like, hey,
Right.
Well, it was like, hold on. Oh, this Kamala Harris.
Casey would get to meet Kamala Harris, and he would walk up slapping his belly like Kamala did back in the day. Like he'd be doing the whole jig or whatever.
Hold on.
I can see
Would
that.
would it be racist if I colored myself all brown and have like
Do
the
it.
I'm pretty sure.
We want to see it.
I'm pretty sure everything's racist.
I'm fairly confident that would not go over well.
I want to see Casey.
In that
do it.
type of crowd, I would not see that go
As
over
a-
well.
As a white male, I just assume like if I'm not being called racist, I'm doing something wrong. Like that's how I know I'm doing something right is when you call me racist. That's how I know I'm doing good. So
I take it as a badge of honor.
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's how I know I'm on the path of righteousness. If you're calling me like sexist or homophobic or racist, then I know I'm doing good. So we're good.
I appreciate everyone coming on. It was a good show. I'm not even sure Dave's still here, but shows he's here. So
I think
He
he's
probably
a-
walked
Well, he
away
was
from the
probably-
mic.
He was probably drinking and had one too many and passed out or something.
I hear
I'm
that.
guessing
Silver
he's a
bullets
heavy
all night.
drinker.
but
Huh?
I said, I'm guessing he's a heavy drinker.
I miss those days when I could be a heavy drinker. I'm not allowed to anymore. I miss those days.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it does suck not able to drink, but well, I mean,
No. I still do. It's just no more liquor. It's just beer these days.
Just beer.
Yeah. Well, that was like my concession was I'll get rid of the weed and the liquor, but don't fuck with my beer.
There you go.
That was kind of my deal that I made. So.
Is it
I mean, that
maybe-
works out pretty well for the most part.
But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up tonight. So I appreciate everyone coming on. We had Devious
Just cut to the
Saber.
credits where you thank yourself, Casey. Just cut to the credits.
Well, I'm being nice now, and then I'll thank myself 15 times.
Wow.
But, apparently you've never seen my intro where it says all like myself credit myself 15 times. So
Hashtag
great.
exposed.
Well, you know, we'll see.
Wow, that's really bright.
I have a theory. See, I have a theory about this. Casey has never heard like his name called by a woman before, so he has to call it out himself on YouTube to get the same satisfaction. I think that's why he's so obsessed with it. But that's just my working theory.
I agree with you, Tex. I think that's what's happening here.
I'm not gonna confirm with that.
Yeah, I hate it when people call me by my name. Legitimately, when people call me by my first name, I hate it.
Well, let's go ahead and get out of here. So I appreciate everyone coming by. Like I was trying to say before, we had Devious Saber, we got Tex, we got Denim Tim's, AJ, and we had Kratos
Go Dogs.
earlier. So
Go Maggies. Number one in the SEC.
I appreciate
Oh, I forgot.
everyone.
Horns down, motherfuckers. Horns down.
That's right. That's right.
Saw them off, bitches. Saw them off.
So we're gonna go ahead, and I appreciate everyone coming by, and you guys. I'll see you guys around. Have a good night.
Cue the outro.
Now
Casey's
time-
narcissism. Casey's narcissism.
I think they can be longer. I think there's about 15 more credits that they can turn up. Honestly, yeah.
Or sometimes you just gotta grab them by the pussy, you know what I mean?
See, Casey has been told many times by women, hey, that thing needs to be longer. He's heard that.
Right. But Casey, you gotta take your old lady back, you know.